Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill King's Fantasy Football League. It's your man, Tony D. I got Fireman Rich in the building from the Morning Coffee on Twitch, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 05:30-ish. Catch him when you can. We got Michael Bathurst in the house, one of the original live streamers I've ever live streamed the most with. Gentlemen, how are you doing?
I am doing great, Tony.
Am I allowed to talk now, Tony?
Good morning,
I'm just
Michael.
See, he's going to start off early. Okay, we're going to go ahead.
No. I'm being respectful.
Tony, this verifies you're getting commercials.
Are you
Or no?
serious?
Yeah, this is on you. You're getting commercials.
Yeah.
I got commercials.
Yep.
Yeah.
I done came up. I got commercials.
From a deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on up.
Yeah, this is on the Roku.
Bathurst, your YouTube has popped up. Mine has popped up. My Twitch has popped up. My LinkedIn has popped up. Let me look at Facebook.
How about Richard? Richard, does he have all of his links on there too?
Yeah, I got Twitch, and I run Twitch and Twitter, so I'm checking those right now. I'm up on Twitch.
Okay.
I see Tony up there. I see Michael. You're in the sidebar there.
Yeah.
As far as on my broadcast, and I'm just bringing up some Tony. That's Tony's broadcast right there. You can see us on the big screen in the back.
Beautiful. I'm currently running YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter.
All three of us are live on Twitter right now, so this is a good thing.
So if you feel that, I'm being misunderstood by not letting me have the controls, just put a yes.
You will not control this.
Free Michael.
Michael.
Let Michael be free.
You're free.
They don't trust me with the controls. What?
We'll let the people tell you why. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Last week, once again, I have to apologize to everybody and admit I was not too attentive to everything due to what I had going on. Gentlemen, any recaps from last week that we should bring to the attention of any and everybody out there? Go
ahead, Michael. Beauty before
it has to be. Does it have to be football at the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
I can't mention someone from Friends, a beloved person from Friends that I watched all these years.
Yeah, that's
and I shed a tear about it today.
Yeah.
While I was eating my breakfast sandwich, on air. There you go, brother. There you go.
Ask me again why you don't have control.
If anybody is feeling it like I am today, and I'm being serious, it really affected me to see that a 50-year-old, 53-year-old male is gone. 54, sorry.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Matthew Perry, honestly. And also, rest in peace to Richard Mall from Night Court.
Remember that? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Tell me about that.
He was 80 years ago. He was 80. That show is so classic. Mm-hmm. It was always classic. It was like I think it was a staple in weekly sitcoms, in my opinion. I did like that show. Night Court was hilarious. I don't care who you were.
It was intelligent.
It was. It really was. It really was.
So was Frasier. There was a few that were witty.
Well, he's got a comeback show on.
He does. He did.
Paramount.
He was going to let Tony come up.
Yeah.
But he said, "Look, he can't eat on air."
I think he has his son on it. His son is older now, something like that. So, but yeah, who's the individual from Friends there?
Matthew Perry.
Oh, Matthew Perry. The latest I heard that they say he drowned, but I think before he drowned, he was suffering a heart attack.
Yes, that's what I heard too.
Yeah, because he was in health. He was playing pickleball earlier that day. The week before, really good spirits. Soraya, he's been sober and stuff like that. He's got I remember I watched that whole interview that he had with Diane Sawyer. I mean, that was a good interview. He was forthright with everything and stuff like that. And it's just sad and stuff. 54, too young.
Very young.
I've spent more time with him than I have spent with Tony because my kids, all they did was watch Facebook. And they used to we used to have. For those who are old, you'll remember these things that were called VCRs.
Oh yeah.
And you put a tape in it, and they would press play, and we would watch Friends, and then you would have to rewind it.
Rewind it, yeah. If you didn't rewind, it took it back to Best Buy. They charged you.
They did. Please be kind. Rewind.
Rewind.
Remember that? Please be kind.
Oh, yeah.
Do not eat on air. Thank you. We don't care.
Unbelievable.
All right.
Anything from the games of last week, anybody?
Oh my God, last week was amazing.
Go for it.
It was amazing. What do you want to talk about?
Recap the
Can I
game.
talk about what I'm upset about? Is that
If
okay?
it's football. If it's football,
It's
go ahead.
football. You don't trust me. Look, both of them. They're ganging up on me. If you feel like they're ganging up on me, put hashtag ganging up on poor Michael.
We love
That's too
having
long.
you here, Michael.
All right. You know, just the abuse, and I come back. I need therapy. I'll be okay. So here's the thing. There's this team. They're called the Buffalo Bills, and sometimes they show up. Sometimes they're really good, and they were okay. They were okay last week. And then there's this quarterback, Baker something, Mayfield, I think that's his name. He threw the 65-yard bullet into the end zone, and two people were holding the receivers. And the thing that happened is they said they were drowned by the light. They couldn't see the ball.
Oh, is that what the
Because the
excuse
ball,
was? Oh, my
the
God.
ball was like this close.
That's why we got instant replay.
Yeah, but they were the guy that could see was being held by two people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? The guy that lost focus, he was eating a breakfast sandwich.
No.
Yeah. He was on the field. It's dangerous. It's really dangerous. The thing is, if you throw a free Mary, you know, the free for all into the old zone there.
The Hail Mary.
Well, I like the free Mary. If anybody wants the free Mary, please just put hashtag. See, again, lots of judgment here. You know, if they free Mary, that means they let the players play the game. Hail Mary is it's a very equal playing field.
Gotcha.
I just made that up on the run. Do you believe that? Okay.
Yes, I do. Last week's numbers, courtesy of week 7.
Yeah, I just this is the numbers for last week for week 7. We had Mike. It was Michael. Yeah, Michael. He gave me his picks, so he got in the week. We don't have him in the total, but if he gives me his week picks, he comes up on the week board. Tim Fan, him for some reason, the second half of last week's games, I rose to the top. And Tony, you had a dismal week last week, as far as that goes.
I got a question. What's so funny?
No, I because you were kicking ass in the first half. Well, no, that was the week before, but I was just surprised that I'm still up there. Brian, he maintained up there. Michael, you did really good as far as above 500. You beat out CBS, but Ted and Tony, and then for the overall, let's see. There's the overall. I'm still at the top for some reason. I don't know why.
Hi, Hawk. We are saying hello to you.
Oh, fuck. What's good? Oh, fuck.
Hello.
Sorry. Listen, some people, it's more important to eat the breakfast sandwich than to read the comments. And you know what? Mike, are now in my world.
Take it easy.
Hashtag no eating on air.
Golf Hawk, you got an invite to come up, man. You are the last year's reigning champion. You're supposed to be up here in the first place. Welcome aboard. Appreciate you popping in. Oh boy, these jokers. Okay,
but those are an update after week 7, and I got Tim Fan 40, who's been missing in action here the last several days. He I think he got a new phone or something like that. So we got all the picks in, and we'll see what happens for today's games and stuff like what we're going to be talking about.
You know, as a champion, I need you to spell reigning better.
Oh, is that?
He's not a gracious winner. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm on his ass. He be picking all the time.
Well,
okay, so
enjoy your brief moment in the sun. That's what you have to look at.
Last week's games. What do we got, gentlemen?
I just got a couple comments on the games last night. Let me bring up my notes here.
Last week, not last night.
Last week, Buffalo last week compared to this. I'm still not satisfied with what I saw Thursday because by all that should have been a win for the Bucs.
You know what? Let's be honest about that. I did catch some of that game.
Yeah,
the Bucs did pretty good.
Yeah, they did. I was.
So
they were.
It's not so much against the Bills.
Buffalo showed their oomph and stuff, but it just wasn't. I mean, the Bucs were matching them. So that was one game. The Giants surprised me beating the Washington Redskins, and then the other surprise one was Pittsburgh beating LA in LA.
You know, I think we wrote the Bucs off because they don't have Brady, and I think it was showing that they still got it. And remember, I said that in the beginning. The team is fine. They just got a different quarterback. I think they're still showing it. Because to hold yourself against the Bills, who I will say are still a Super Bowl contender, is enough to me. I got you, Golf Hawk. I'm going to just mess with you, though. I got you. I did catch a lot of that game. It was close at the end. It was very close.
You're not addressing what I said, though. You both dismissed me.
What, you want to take charge?
No. That is a given. That's a given. Any day of the week, you ask anybody. But, no, like the referees don't care if it's the last play, and they don't care at all.
They're not supposed to. Brian is in the house, ladies and gentlemen, the original co-host of this broadcast.
They need to change.
Yeah, especially that. I didn't hear about the. You know, I didn't watch the end of the game and stuff like that, but I heard it was close. But hearing that, why didn't they go to the replay if there was an issue? If it's
there
right
was two individuals holding. Yeah, literally holding the dude.
Yeah,
the dude.
Great song by Quincy.
Here's a dude right here. The Big Lebowski himself. One of a kind to shock your mind, put the wiggle in your behind. All the way from Texas. Oh, yeah. The man with the burger and the bacon and the cheese.
Texas Rangers, right?
Formerly known as Texas Brian. Now he's, I have no idea what that is. All right.
No, he's telling me to go for the Rangers, and I'm like, no.
No, he's Come on. I'm going for the Diamondbacks for the World Series. I'm taking the Diamondbacks.
But I gotta support Texas though.
Yeah.
You do. All right, so
Brian, you got to help me here.
Yes, sir.
Should they call it when they're holding people?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
If it's blatant and it's obvious that it's holding, yeah.
Aren't they supposed to review all penalties at the last 2 minutes of the game? I thought
all plays, period.
Yes, all plays, period.
Yeah. So why didn't they go to the tape? Well, I don't know. Unless they wanted
yeah, the referees have been under a lot of scrutiny because like the whole ever since the one playoff years ago when Seattle could have went to the Super Bowl and the refs botched on that call, and then recently when the Saints could have went to the Super Bowl, but the other team when the blatant pass interference, it was very blatant and the ref didn't call it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, every year they're going to be looking at that though. But yeah, the last 2 minutes, every play gets looked at.
That's what I thought. So when Michael
they didn't look at that, come on.
You said that the light was in my eyes. That's when you definitely another ref should say, let's go to the tape. That's what it's there for.
No, the one individual missed it because the light was in his eyes. The other guy that could have caught it, which was right behind him, was being held.
Yeah.
And the one that had the light in his eyes was the one that had the breakfast sandwich in his mouth. He was the one that he didn't care. He just moved on.
Some things never change. I swear.
There you go. So Brian, how are you today? Nobody welcomes anybody in this show. How are you, Brian? Hey,
oh my
just
God.
for a moment here.
If you don't calm your Howard Stern self down, Jesus Christ. 13 fucking minutes. Take a break.
I'm good. Just waking up, having my peppermint tea.
Peppermint tea is good. Brian, Thursday night's game, last week's games, any input?
Oh man, I was going for the Bills.
You was?
Yeah, I went for the Bills.
Okay. I think I picked the Bills last week, didn't I, Rich? I think I picked the Bills.
Let me check. I got the list up right here. The Bills. Michael picked Tampa, and Brian, I didn't get your picks, so I'm going to put you down. You need to give me this week's picks, and it's still waiting for week 6 picks. So
I thought you were on a piece of paper.
Well, no, that was for week 7, but
it was week 7, week 8.
And one of the last streams, I typed it in for Ted, and I thought Ted had sent you my week 6 picks.
If you can just copy and paste that and put it in the private chat there and stuff, I'll have it there for today.
Yeah.
Tony, do you have headphones by any chance?
I do, but Brian, how many?
But Tampa, Michael's the only one that went for Tampa. Everybody else went for Buffalo.
Appreciate it. Brian, how many weeks we got to go through this? How many weeks? How many weeks, dude?
I know. I know.
All last season, still this season. Anyway.
What's your beef, Tony?
I pick on Brian for not submitting his picks because he says he's not in the Matrix, but he does have an aspect.
No, he has YouTube. You can attach it to any one of my YouTubes, Brian. That's what Ted does. That's what Ted does.
Last season.
I'm not a morning person.
You go to work in the morning. What are you kidding me?
I know. I'm a zombie one. I'm like when I wake up, dude, it takes 6 alarms for me to get out of bed.
It takes me 9.
Wow.
You guys realize it's 11.
Oh, you want to start with me? You want to start with me?
It's 11 o'clock. How is this morning? Come on.
Oh, it's before noon. It's before noon.
I was up at 2 the first time.
Well, it's morning, but up until 12 o'clock, it's morning time.
I gotta work with folks. This is craziness. Brian needs your picks. Get to work.
All right. I'm working on it.
Brian, we're glad you're here.
Ladies and gentlemen, last week's games. Drop your comments in the chat. I didn't catch a lot of them. Like I said, I've been busy for the past couple of weeks.
You've been busy. You've been more busy this last week than I have been for the last year.
The past 2 weeks, definitely. Today's going to be another busy day, but I should have some time to jump in on a couple of games.
Are we going to talk about the Browns and the Colts?
We're going to talk about them. We're going to get to all of them. We will.
Okay. From this, we're talking about, the scores, right?
Well, the scores get covered, but we got to go through the positions and the recommendations for each position for fantasy football players and those who are interested in updating their rosters or making decisions based on choices that they have. And we give our input on it. I actually have fun doing it. I am grateful, and I will say this for the whole show. I'm grateful for everybody who comes in new every week asking questions about those positions. That is one of the things I did want to see, and I do thank everybody for doing so. Good morning, Helen. How you doing?
Rich is that big humming. Oh, the bird hump. No, he's just flapping his wings.
He said the bird hump. That's an old Blab owl. I wasn't on Blab either. It took me a minute. I was trying to keep it to myself the past 2 years.
And good morning, Helen.
Brian.
Cheers, Helen. Got my cup of tea.
Brian, I got my coffee.
Be happy, Helen. Be happy.
Brian, if you don't pick these damn games and get it over with.
What? Oh.
No, just a minute. I can get him. Go ahead. Go continue. You don't have to wait. Just
let him get his shit.
Are we going to talk about the Browns and the Colts?
Mike, what are we going to do with you?
I'm just curious. Like, this is called dead air here. They need entertainment in between.
No, this is entertainment.
Oh, okay.
Wait till you see the replay.
No, this isn't karaoke where I beg you to not post it. Oh my God, that's entertaining.
I got you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get the rolling while Brian is trying to figure out how the hell he's gonna do what he needs to do in the first damn place. I'm on his ass. Oh, I'm on his ass. Ladies and gentlemen, this is season 2 of Belt Kings Fantasy Football League. This is week 8 of the 2023 football season. We're gonna go through each of the positions. We're gonna start them off with the quarterbacks. Recommendations, suggestions after the video clip. We're gonna start them. Jared Goff over the Raiders. I don't have an issue with this at all.
No, that's an automatic.
It's a much better matchup since last season. Averaged 22 fantasy points per game compared to 12 on the road. He has scored the least. Raiders also generate pressure. I got no indifferences with this. Rich, you don't have any indifferences either?
Oh, no. I think I believe this is is this a Monday night game? I guess it's coming up for these guys. And the Lions, they're going to be roaring back after last week's loss. Last week is just like that was not the Lions. For this
know what's crazy though, Rich? I got to admit something to you. I think the Raiders might pull this game off.
They could. They very well could. They're in LA or they're in Las Vegas. So,
well, you know what's crazy? Las Vegas is so iffy, and the Lions. Something telling me the Raiders might pull this off.
I mean, Garoppolo is back from injury.
Really?
Yeah, he's back from injury. So
they're gonna allow him to play.
Yeah, he's been cleared.
You know he's gonna get on the field. Rich, did I send you my picks for the week?
Yes, you did. Yes, yeah.
I picked Detroit a lot.
Don't underestimate Jared. I feel like you're not giving him respect. Like he had one bad game.
Who?
Yeah,
Jared.
Everybody picked Detroit, and nobody picked Las Vegas.
Okay. We're going to stick with
Yeah.
it too as a favorite. That's a given. Everybody's going to take Detroit over Las Vegas. We know that. I understand that fully. Joe Burrow, let's see, start him against the 49ers. Now, this I don't know about.
You have to.
This I don't know about. Now, Joe Burrow's probably going to get in there because the season's been looking crazy. He got to go ahead and show his worth. But the 49ers are a problem. This is a potential Super Bowl matchup, in my opinion.
The
Good
49ers, though,
point.
are showing that they're limping a bit right now because they're so injured, buddy.
I've heard, and that may be where they're getting the record.
Their roster is not the same right now. There's not the same team, and don't forget, their star quarterback is just coming off a concussion. Brock Purdy.
Burrow has really only had one big game this season, but he's thrown multiple passing touchdowns in 2 straight.
So it might be a setup where he might have a blowout game against the.
This might be it. This is the biggest test.
This could be it. Yeah.
The 5th highest rated in the NFL. Burrow's coming off the bye, and the hope is he will be the healthiest he's been all season. I have to give them that. Yes, he should also have a healthy T. Higgins at his disposal again. The Bengals will likely need to put up points to keep up with the 49ers and could have to throw a bunch. I agree with that. San Fran is a tough matchup, but Burrow's healthy. You have to give him the benefit of the doubt. Absolutely. After all, we did just see Kirk Cousins and the Vikings carve the Niners up through the air. And also, we did see the Browns beat the 49ers. This is very true. I like this recommendation. I like where they're coming from with it. Gentlemen, your thoughts?
T. Higgins is still injured. He's playing. Joe Burrows is probably 60%, but he was 20% before.
And he's coming off a bye week, so that's rest time. I like that.
He's not as good when his legs aren't good because he is a scrambler. He's a guy that can run.
He is a scrambler. I agree with that 100%.
And if he loses that ability, they're in trouble. And he is literally the nucleus of that team. If they don't have him, it's not the same. What does everybody else think in the room?
I can't dispute anything that you said personally. I like the narrative. I like why they suggested it. I like what they said. They even gave a little insight coming off a bye week, and he should be at his healthiest. I think he's had recovery time from how the season started.
Brian, what do you think? I know we've got you multitasking here with your assignment, but can you tell us what you think about this situation here?
I mean, it'll be a fight, but I mean, I think San Francisco's on a decline, but I think like Cincinnati should pull it out. I mean, just keep it simple. Don't do anything crazy like out of desperation. I mean, keep the short routes, utilize your tight ends, utilize the screen pass, and then run the ball as best as you can. Even though like the Niners does have a good run defense, but however though, there's cracks in it. So where there's a crack, you can break.
So who did you pick for that game, Brian? That's the one game you didn't pick. Oh no, okay, I see Bengals. Disregard. My bad.
Gotcha. All right, y'all. I say take them. I ain't gonna lie. If I had a roster and I probably would have drafted Joe Burrows in the original draft for the season, I'd have to start him. I'd have to because of the money he made and the numbers he'll get with the team that he has. I would have to, even though it's against the 49ers. That's no joke. That's no joke. Brock Purdy against the Bengals. So, see, now we got both quarterbacks going against each other. I am not going to dispute this. Go for yours.
Roll the dice.
What's crazy is that there's some leagues out there that have 2 quarterbacks. I bet you somebody going to start both of them.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'd say start him, just like Burrows. I'm on the side of, and thank you, Helen. Yeah, the missus gave me a haircut yesterday.
Gotcha. Mike, what you think about this?
I won't lie, I wasn't listening. I wasn't listening. I just got a message here from my soon-to-be son-in-law here. So and it's talking about food. So once I heard about food, the brain was unable to function.
Okay, I'll repeat.
I lost. But if you repeat the question, I will gladly answer it.
Double or triple bacon cheeseburgers.
Right.
That's even better than the offer I got. They're offering me a sub here, and as soon as I heard sub, I went sub.
Yeah.
Sub. Where am I?
It's official. I'm fighting old man blues up here. Would you start Brock Purdy over the Bengals?
Well, what's the other choice?
This is a recommendation. Just like Joe Burrow was a recommendation. They're recommending Brock Purdy.
Oh,
I mean,
if I can have Brock Purdy, of course, because he's well lubed. You know what I mean? Don't take that the wrong way. Okay, he's ready. He knows the system. We just lost
Everybody
Tony.
over the past season and a half that I've invited to be on the show and you didn't show up, this is your damn fault. This is your damn fault. I don't want to hear shit from anybody. I said it. Oh, God. CJ Stroud for the Texans. Start him against the Panthers. I've got no
yes.
Oh,
I've got no debate.
No
Absolutely.
debate. No debate whatsoever. I mean, Carolina, this might be the one game that Carolina might actually put up a really good fight that may come close, but still with CJ Stroud getting in the rhythm, all the guys on the offense are in rhythm. Texans.
Honestly, CJ Stroud's probably going to be rookie of the year.
Yeah. I mean, he's
who
on
else do you
pace.
think is in the running there, though? If you had your
Rookie
next
of the
choice,
year?
yeah,
For rookie of the year, Bijan Robinson.
yeah, me too. How about you, Brian?
CJ.
No, I mean second choice, bud. Sorry.
Oh, second choice, rookie of the year. Zay Flowers from Baltimore.
Good, yeah. Forgot about him. Good call.
I'm not going to say anything nice.
I'm gonna call him the shredder because man, he's shredding everybody, every defensive back out there.
I get he's bright.
I don't want that. No.
I get he's bright, but he's a little undersized.
Yeah, but that's what they said about Tyreek Hill too, and Maurice Jones-Drew.
Yeah. Good call, Brian. Good call. Either way, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. CJ Stroud, starter. Go ahead.
And Damian Williams, when he was Kansas City his rookie year, he exploded, and he's only like 5'8".
Yeah, but you remember at the beginning when they had the draft, there was this big controversy with CJ Stroud that he had done this test and he did not do well, and he would not have the skills to be able to handle the pace of the NFL. And that's what they had figured out from this test. And it was a bunch of BS because certain teams wanted him and they knew if they caused controversy, it's and the guy that was supposed to last the whole year is now got shoulder surgery, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bryce Young.
Golf Hawk, yes.
No.
Anthony
Richardson, yeah.
Yes. Don't see you're jinxing him, Bryce. Bryce has got enough problems. What does he weigh? Like 185 maybe? Soaking wet?
Yes. I haven't talked to defensive players yet, so that's a good call. But I am speaking from offensive. Good choice. I mean, good question.
Sorry, Tony. Keep going.
No, you're fine. YouTube is freezing up big time. Keeps buffering. Okay. Everybody may need to refresh and check out Twitch. Heads up to everybody watching on YouTube. If it's an issue, it's not me. I'm actually getting that for somebody else. So thank you, Helen, for that. I don't see why you wouldn't start CJ Stroud. The Panthers are in shambles. And I've said that at the beginning of the season. The Panthers are definitely in shambles. CJ Stroud is on fire.
I mean, the offense is now gelling.
Yes. So the Texans are looking at a good season. I don't see why you wouldn't. And if you need somebody to stream after that, they recommended Kenny Pickett's of the Steelers over the Jaguars. I don't know about this.
Are you guys now listening to me? Are you guys now taking the Jaguars?
I want to get to it because you said CJ Stroud, the Texans were going to do good. I think Rich said they was having a good preseason as well. So they're coming up and they're here.
Yeah,
I
was at training camp. I mean, Texans did look good.
As I'm reading this narrative on Kenny Pickett.
And I'm the only one picked in Pittsburgh. Did you pick Pittsburgh? Let me see. What was?
I think I picked Jacksonville.
Oh, you didn't pick Pittsburgh, Brian. I thought you were a Pittsburgh guy.
No.
Yeah, but I've like since the beginning of the season, I'm like Jaguars, man. Do not take the Jaguars lightly.
Yeah, no. I think
Brian, why? I'm curious why.
The last 3 weeks, Michael. You know that.
No, but I'm curious why
why Jacksonville? Because like last season, like towards the end of last season, Jacksonville has made a statement that they are here to be taken seriously because they went up against a lot of the top ranked teams and they put up a fight and the teams barely won when everybody wrote off Jacksonville. And then as you can see, look at the record right now, 5-2. And I said at the beginning, even like before the draft, when everybody's making their predictions on the Super Bowl, who did I say? Seattle and Jacksonville. I still stand by it.
So it isn't solely because of the quarterback?
The team as a whole, the defense is a very good defense. Even though Texans did have their way with them. So because CJ Stroud, pretty much did his homework and everything, but I guess the Steelers, Jacksonville's going to really own. They're going to own the Steelers.
Golf Hawk says the Steelers defense is going to maul the Jags.
I agree.
Right there.
I totally agree.
We're going to hold you to that fire, bro.
No, I think he's right.
I have no idea, so I'll let him run it. That's fine. And he calls it. We're going to see what happens. So quarterbacks, they say do not start. They say do not start Dak Prescott with the Rams. I think Aaron Donald's going to get to him about 2-3 times this game.
But Dak has shown that he can run last week. Did you see that?
Yes. Dak
and he just came off one of the best games he's ever had.
Good.
What do you think, Fireman Rich? You're really quiet today.
I'm just looking at the picks and stuff like that while you talk about them, but I'm thinking I was just surprised on the Jacksonville-Pittsburgh. I'm the one picking Pittsburgh, so that'll be a good win for me. Dallas, I don't know. Dak, I think he's still a premier quarterback as far as that goes. As far as what were the picks on this one?
Also too, they're coming off of a bye week, so they're well rested.
Yeah, LA, you got Michael and Ted on LA and Tony. Me, I didn't plug yours in. I got the list at the bottom of the chart here. What did you pick on that game?
I think I probably took the Rams.
No, I'm talking to Brian. Brian,
Cowboys.
No, you picked Dallas, unless you want to change it, Tony.
I don't want to change it. No, I don't want to change it.
No, and that's in Dallas too. So, and the Rams, it depends on what Ram teams show up. But I wouldn't. I think Dak might have a good game here because he's in front of the home crowd.
It's got to suck being him, though, guys. It's got to suck.
How is the Rams secondary? Will be my question.
Good point. Yeah,
mediocre.
If they're mediocre, Dallas has a significant chance to beat them. I'm worried about that Rams defense because they look like they're back to their old form.
Actually, I'm kind of thinking about it. Like maybe I should start Jake Ferguson.
I'll win this game, no.
I mean, the defense is weak on the tight ends.
If it's weak on the tight ends, then you'll be correct. But something about that front defensive line, I think they're back. I don't know what everybody is seeing, but I think I caught one game and I was like, whoa, that looked like the Super Bowl team to me.
Don't underestimate the Rams. You know,
I know. This season,
they've got great receivers.
Yeah,
they've got, I think, one of the best quarterbacks. If he had a little better tools around him, he would have more time.
To my Stafford.
They're considered a mid-tier team, but the truth is, all they need is a few pieces, and I mean one or two, and they could be in contention. I
think they're there, right, Mike? Honestly, I think they're there. I'm gonna be honest. What they did to get to the Super Bowl looks like they got everything back right now.
Got to pick one flex from PPR leagues: Hollywood versus Baltimore, Mixon versus St. Downs versus.
So we got here. Rams get a W today. Golf Hawk.
Yeah, Golf is saying Rams. Okay, let's see.
Got to pick one flex. Okay, this is Dylan Fink. Dylan, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Got to pick one full flex. Hollywood versus Baltimore, Mixon versus San Francisco, Downs versus. Dylan, I think I would take Michael Thomas versus Indy. I think I would take Michael Thomas versus Indy with that. Hollywood versus Baltimore.
I like Hollywood.
Wasn't Baltimore's defense pretty good a few weeks ago?
Oh, dude! No. They held Detroit to nothing.
So I wouldn't take the Hollywood versus Baltimore question. Mixon versus San Francisco. I'm going to tell you, Dylan. Anybody going against San Francisco, I'm kind of hesitant against because San Francisco look like they're back. Because even though they got some of their injuries, they're still a decent team. Downs versus New Orleans.
I would say Downs versus New Orleans.
Gotcha. Hunt versus Seattle. I don't know about that, but Michael Thomas versus Indy is coming out to me. I think I'll roll with that one. Let's see what we got here. I was going to roll Mixing for safe volume, but struggling with Cook and Diggs, not getting projections. I like Downs. Saints bad versus the slot. Michael Thomas maybe for a touchdown upside if Saints get in red zone. Others got bad match. I'm with the Michael Thomas. I think he'll get to the red zone. I do think he will. Even though Indy looks like they feeling good about themselves, I think Michael Thomas is still one of the best receivers in the NFL.
But,
I think
Downs though, he's getting the trust from Gardner Minshew.
Gotcha. Also, an ugly question. Got to start one running back full PPR: Rashawn, Ford, Singletary, or Damon Carter.
Devin Singletary. Oh, is that Sean? Wait, Democrat. He's the
Democrat came up here about a week or two ago. I remember seeing his name. I'm tempted to take Singletary over the rest.
Yeah, same here.
I'm taking. All folks said start Rashawn. So Dylan, there you go from one of the. He's the champ from the league last season. You say start Rashawn. I will definitely tell you take his recommendation over everybody else because he did win. But something's telling me take Singletary. Thomas is lost in that offense. Carr won't be in the league. Carr probably doesn't have much longer in the league, but I think he can still. New Orleans' offense is very similar to what the Raiders had. He should be doing a whole lot better.
Definitely a whole lot better.
I mean, plus this is his first season, though. I mean, you can't get all the. You can't
just got there, and they don't have the coach they had originally either. So I'm not necessarily on him except for the fact they're not used to each other. But Dylan, I appreciate the questions. I hope we help. Let us know how it goes.
Dylan, thank you. I think you woke up Ryan.
Next time we appreciate that. You're welcome to be up here as well. Where the hell was we? Okay, Dak over the Rams. Ladies and gentlemen, make your choice. I'm taking the Cowboys in that game. I don't know about starting Dak. I'm taking the Cowboys. Geno Smith of the Seattle Seahawks.
I don't know about this one. I think Geno's going to have a freaking kick-ass game. They're at home.
Geno might have issues based on what Cleveland did with the 49ers. I will say it like that. Smith was a start last week against the Cardinals, and he flopped. Well, he did throw multiple passing touchdowns for the second time. He finished with less than 14 fantasy points. He's now top 16 fantasy points just once in the 2023 campaign after averaging nearly 18 last season. This is true. Now he gets the Browns, who have yielded the fewest passing yards in the NFL this season. They have allowed an average of one passing touchdown per game while giving up the fifth fewest fantasy points per game to quarterbacks. I can't dispute this.
He has a tendency, though, if he has a down game, he has a good game the next.
The thing is, they don't want him throwing as much. They want him kicking it off, and I could see that. I could see that. I
think he's one of those guys that could really be something in a year or two. He's just not fully developed yet.
Mike, I ain't gonna lie to you. He kicked ass last year. He kicked major ass last season. He broke records, and he hasn't. The only thing he ever had broken was his reputation his rookie season, but he broke records last season. So I got a lot of eyes on him. Actually, I got a strong vision on him based on what he did last year and the fact that he was looking like he's the quarterback I thought he was in the first place. He's going up against the Browns, who have given teams an issue. They're actually doing what a lot of us expected them to do with the roster that they have.
And think about it. They beat the 49ers.
Yeah, I was about to go back to that. Yeah.
He's on pace, though, to have a really good year. Like he's at 1,300 yards. He's not a slouch. No. He's got 4 interceptions. He's under a team that's really well coached. We all know that.
We spoke on that in your show. We covered all that before. Yeah, that was. I think he's in a good position. I just don't know what he's going to do in this game.
And he's pretty darn good at his accuracy too. So,
Yeah, I got no debate. Rich, your thoughts?
No, I think he's playing at home. Seattle. I always say that Seattle's one of those teams that are always tough at home, and I'm rooting for him and stuff like that. Most of these sit-em quarterbacks, you're talking the top premier quarterbacks. So who are you going to get better unless you have a Mahomes or
I think Mahomes is a given.
Yeah, or
it's my understanding there's no buys this week. So
no, it's just one of those things. I guess I'm just trying to fathom this sit-em when you got these sit Dak. Who are you going to replace him with?
I have a question for the room. Do you think 33 is too old for a quarterback, or is that just a sweet spot? Because he is
on their physical capability, Michael.
Well,
I'm always on that because I don't think it's necessarily the age; it's how the person has taken care of himself. And I think a prime example is Tom Brady. As far as
yeah, but he's the GOAT. Like
yeah,
well,
I would.
Yeah,
So
Joe Montana. You look at him; he was up there in age, and he was still playing good right till the end of his. He didn't slough.
Yeah.
He went out on a high note. So it just. I think it depends. And the thing is, they got to be real fortunate on what you're always bringing up, and I agree with the injuries. The injuries can be devastating for a player in this league.
So Gino is 33. That's why I brought it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
And is maybe his legs not as fast as they once were? Is that maybe he's?
No, I think he's
He's
just
got a chance to be the man.
Yeah.
And he's actually in a position he was drafted to be in.
Yeah.
This may be his time.
I think Brian wanted to say something, but we caboosed over him there. Sorry, buddy.
well, I mean, like in the sports world, the moment you turn 30, you're considered old.
Mhm.
But however, though, you look at Favre, you look at Brady, you look at Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
So, I mean, yeah, I mean, he's still got a lot in the tank.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not as beat up as the other guys, but
I don't think he's as beat up at all. I think he's maximizing, and I don't blame him one bit.
Mhm.
I truly don't. Sit Matthew Stafford against the Cowboys? I wish I would. Stafford is top 15 fantasy points just twice this season and has yet to reach 17 in any game. Now, this is true. I actually have him in one league. That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one game with multiple passing touchdowns and is thrown for 231 yards or fewer in 3 straight. Until we see more upside, it's hard to start Stafford, especially in a week like this with no buys. I just brought that up. Plus, he gets the Cowboys, who have allowed the 6th fewest fantasy points per game to the quarterbacks. That's true. That Cowboys defense is no. Join the Cowboys defense if you want to, ladies and gentlemen. You will get yourself played out. Dallas has given up 2nd fewest passing yards this season as the Cowboys defense generates pressure at the highest rate in the NFL. Yet starts Stafford's top 2 receivers, but the quarterback himself can ride the pine. They're speaking from a points perspective. A lot of us look at the game, but what you got to understand about fantasy football is about the points that you're going to make to win.
Now, and he's projected to get 15, 16 points too.
Which is not a lot. You want your quarterback to get at least 20.
Okay, so he's
double digits, but you want them to be at least 20. Anybody under 20, they're going to tell you to sit. Now, your game's going to be fine, but their points come from passing, sometimes running and rushing.
And he's averaging about 200, a little over 225 a game.
Right, and it just said up here he's getting less than. He's thrown for 231 yards or fewer in 3 straight, which means he's doing 230, which is good. But you also got to add the interception.
Last week was
the interception. It takes 6 points.
He's also got 7 touchdowns, and we got to remember that he almost retired. He was close to retiring.
Well, he's been in the game 15 years now.
Yeah,
when he was in college, and he was a beast in college. I like Matthew Stafford as a quarterback. He was a beast in Georgia.
Right.
He really was. So he's done a lot of time. He was on the Lions. He held them down for a while, even though they didn't get nowhere. So when he got the Super Bowl, I think he was going to retire and Aaron Donald was going to retire because they finally made it like they done. They done. He's good. And I get it, but I'm glad he's still in the game. I would honestly tell everybody up in here, actually, I got to change my mind. I might have to sit him based on who he's up against. Dallas defense is no joke. They really aren't. And Stafford probably won't get primary or premier fantasy football numbers in a game like this. I have to agree with this. Jordan Love, they say sit him against the Vikings. I'm gonna let y'all have this one.
Yeah, Jordan Love, he's still trying to figure things out.
Yeah, he's another one. Projected 16 points.
He's been a semi-disappointment this year.
Yeah.
They were hoping that he would be the person to step into Aaron Rodgers' shoes and be able to do it. But scoring in general, guys, is down. It's really down.
He started off real good, and I don't think it's sense.
Golf Hawk is he's starting Jordan Love.
Mm-hmm.
Is he? Oh, okay.
Let me see what we got here. In season like Love B1's quarterbacks exactly. And now he's averaging just 12.6 thrown for fewer than 200 yards last 5. Maybe put up big numbers. Who had perfect.
Oh, there's 6 inches of snow in Denver. Oh, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Well, that'll be fun. God. I love games like that.
So as far as points, here. From a points perspective, it's just Joel. I can't debate it. I can't. I really can't. I can't. All right, ladies and gentlemen, those are your quarterback recommendations for Week 8 of the 2023 season and across the NFL.com. Who do we have next? We will go to. Where are the running back specifically? Because I'm looking for that.
Tony, it amazes me how close the stats are between many of the quarterbacks.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
It's very, very close.
Here we
Like,
go. Running back's good. You're right, Mike. And I was actually talking about this last year. Looks like the talent is spread out across the whole league. So everything is even. There is no monster favorite except for teams.
but I think that's why you're seeing any team can win if the planets align that week, and then we've seen that. Like,
Yes.
how did the Cardinals beat the Cowboys? Like, come on,
Defense.
right? No, but I'm saying that is something. If you knew in a crystal ball and you could have bet your life savings, you'd be very you'd be very wealthy today.
I tend to agree.
Where are we at, Tony? What are we looking at? Stardom. What are we?
Starting running backs.
Running backs. Okay.
2023 season course NFL.com. Starting Brees Hall, the New York Jets against the Giants. I got no debate. I actually have a high interest in this game as a native New Yorker. And I said it before, I'm going to say it again. When's the last time the Jets were favored to beat the Giants? This has been a minute. I'm pretty excited about this game.
It's not a large. It's like 3 points though.
That's fine. I'll take it. The Jets are normally favored below the Giants. The Giants are normally
Brian,
favored.
what do you think? Brian's not saying anything. I'm worried.
Jets got it. I mean, New York Giants. I mean, they're at best, but the Jets. I mean, Brees Hall's gonna run it. The offense is good. I mean, because Zach Wilson is he slightly getting better? Or is he still kind of like?
Zach seems to be having ups and downs. I'll say it like that on purpose because he'll have his moments, but people are expecting him to mess up.
This is the game everybody gangs up on me because everybody's taking the Jets. I'm staying with the Giants. This is going to be a great game for the Giants, a great win for the Giants. They're going to be kicking butt, and I could be wrong, though, too.
Yeah. Golf, I almost want to debate you on this. You say offensively there isn't a team outside of the Dolphins that is clicking. I want to say the Chiefs are clicking. I also want to say
the Chiefs are doing great this year, considering years past. They never depended on the defense before.
Well, everybody knows that the offense is going to do. The defense had to step up as far as how the team goes. Offensively,
Ted
clicking. I want to say Golf Hawk. I'm really sticking with the Chiefs clicking just as hard as the Dolphins on a consistent basis. The Jets offense seemed to be clicking because they were very crunk. That just seemed good under Zach Wilson a couple times. Indy was looking good for a minute. The Rams seem to be getting back to their old form. And I can't say much more after that, honestly, right now.
Did you send Ted an invite?
Everybody's got invites. The whole league has an invite, trust me.
Ted, you going to come up?
Ted might be busy, Mike.
He might be busy. He might be mobile.
Because he's going to get ribeyes seasoned and thrown on the flat top.
Mm-hmm. Isaiah Pacheco of the Kansas City Chiefs, they recommended starting him over the Broncos. I have no debate on this.
No debate.
No debate. Rich?
No.
Kansas City.
It's gonna. I'm
Hawk
just.
Is right, by the way. You should read that comment. That's a very good comment.
I understand what
what Golf was saying about the snow. That's going to be a very interesting game to watch.
Gotcha. Golf, like I said, I'm just saying with the points, but I'm just watching how they're playing. They do seem to still be in.
But Tony, right now, a lot of the teams are down in scoring. Huge amount.
Whoa.
But are they moving the ball?
I just got a hit from Bleacher Report on the NFL injuries.
Go.
Pat Mahomes has an illness. The Chiefs quarterback expected to play despite being added to the injury report.
Ooh.
Maybe he's got COVID.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Or it's the snow.
It's flu season, Mike. It's flu season.
Flu season. There we go. The snow becomes.
So you're saying there's no COVID, Tony? Is that what you're saying?
You can have the flu and not have COVID. You can have pneumonia and not have COVID. You can have bronchitis and not have COVID. You can have a cold and not have COVID. COVID had us 3 years ago. I'm not letting it win right now. Not right now.
Listen, you can have a breakfast sandwich and still do a show. Like, I agree.
This is what I do. Damian Pierce of the Houston Texans against the Carolina Panthers. I have no debate against this.
Oh, no.
Mike?
Yes.
Alrighty.
How are you, Tony? You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Is everybody having fun in the comments? We're so happy you're here.
Rashad White of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Bills. I do. Well, this was Thursday night's game.
Yeah, did he do? What does he do for numbers on that game? Did he?
I don't know. If one of you could pull it up, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, Rashad White. Let me see.
Damn bathrooms, boy.
I'm just keeping you guys on your toes.
That damn
I
bathroom.
think Brian would be asleep. So I'm.
Yeah,
that's why I'm
39 yards rushing, 7 receptions. He got 11 points fantasy football for week 8.
If you got
So
double
that's
digits,
about middle of the road, I guess.
if you did double digits, can't get mad at him for that. He did double
That's
digits.
pretty average, though, Tony. That's not exceptional.
No, it's average. You want that
Yeah.
at least. If you want a deeper
You
option,
want at least that, if not, hopefully better.
if you want a deeper option, Jalen Warren of the Steelers against the Jaguars. Listen, Jalen Warren, I've actually talked about this before. Mike, I think we talked
Ooh,
about this. Jalen
pretty
Warren
interesting.
is a decent sleeper running back for your roster, ladies and gentlemen. He is.
But what about the Jacksonville defense we're talking about, though, too? Can he
I think he'll
punch a
run
hole?
through them. I
Can he
think
punch a hole?
he will run through them for real. Sunday smokers in the house. Bro, what's good?
Hey, Smoke.
Why I gotta drop it? Look. I'm gonna do it for Smoke. I'm gonna do it for you, Smoke. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Oh my God, y'all jokers.
There it is.
I drop it. The link's in the chat.
Oh no, we bringing him up?
If he can get up here, yeah.
All right.
You never said that.
All
Let's see if
right.
he can come
Yeah,
up. We're
it's
trying to
going to
make
get crazy.
We're trying to make it. Jalen Warren is a deeper option running back against the Jaguars. I like this, and I'll tell you, Jalen Warren can run through a defense. He just doesn't get the ball enough. So I'm glad they actually recommended him this week.
Here's another one.
He says the link doesn't work.
His Instagram link didn't work.
I got you. That's what we need to know. Cool. But it's in the chat. If you're on my YouTube or my Twitch, you'll see it. If you're coming in from anybody else's, you won't. But it should be on my YouTube or my Twitch, honestly.
It's actually on just your. Oh, I'll be quiet.
Check my YouTube. See if it's over there for real. It should
Yeah, it's
be.
on the YouTube. I'm seeing it now.
You see it on my Twitch?
Yeah, but I don't know. See why Smoke can't get it. He commented on YouTube, so just click it on the YouTube there.
Comment. Actually, he's on YouTube. Yeah. It might be acting up. IG may not work on his phone. I mean, Restream may not work on your
Yeah,
phone.
but he made the comment on YouTube, so he should be watching this on YouTube.
If he's out and about, it may not work on his phone.
Oh, gotcha.
If you're at home, you're good on your laptop, so your computer. On your phone, Restream.
Yeah, the mobile.
StreamYard
Yes.
doesn't work on mine. Restream may not work there.
Yep.
Gotcha. Ladies and gentlemen, start Jalen Warren. I will say that honestly. Sit him. Sit Najee Harris against the Jaguars. I have a personal problem with this personally because I like Najee Harris as a running back.
Yep.
I refuse to sit him whether it cost me for the week or
Yeah,
not.
you said that last week,
Yeah,
Tony.
he's not been consistent, buddy.
They don't give him the ball enough, and he doesn't run it enough. He'll block. I think he's a backfield blocking running
Or
back.
just have him out receiving, like a receiving back.
Mm-hmm. They don't give him the ball enough. I hate to say it, they don't give him the ball enough. Najee Harris should be Derrick Henry. Period. He should be similar to what Derrick Henry does.
But he ain't.
But he ain't. And I don't know what the hell's going on. I hate it. They say sit him, you go for it. My hard-headed ass will not. Can't.
That's loyalty.
I got to. Brian Robinson to watch the Commanders over the Eagles. Sit him. This one I don't know about based on the game we just had previously where they almost went to overtime. I think they did go to overtime.
I would start Robinson because I mean like that it's gonna be a fight, but don't take the. I mean, let me look it up here. Let me see what the.
Go ahead. And I say that because, like I said, the Commanders and the Eagles had a tight game a couple of weeks ago. Very tight game. I don't know if I would sit any of the Commanders against the Eagles. And the Eagles are 6-1 now. They are 6-1.
Hey, Captain Rehab. Yes, sit his ass. He's going to get okay.
Oh, my God. Okay.
I mean, because
I was going to put your comment on rehab, but there you go with that shit.
Okay, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't be sharing those, buddy.
So back in week four when Washington was at Philly, Sam Howell completed he was 29 for 41, 70.7%, 290 yards, a touchdown, 6 carries for 40 yards. And Sam Howell got like a 19.6 points on Philadelphia. So, I mean, they put up a fight. I'm trying to see what other players I have.
I'm on your ass, Golf Hawk. I saw that. Rehab, I'm gonna get you too.
The other stats. Week 4, Terry McLaurin. He had week 4 against Philly. Had 8 receptions, 86 yards, 2.8 average.
You're muffled, Brian. You're muffled. We missed it.
Yeah, you're really muffling.
Oh man. No, Washington had a good day against them on week 4. So I mean, they're gonna put the fight. I wouldn't count out Brian Robinson. No.
Gotcha.
But when he's explosive, right? Like he's the kind of guy that can go for 25 and more.
Mhm.
He's got the wheels, and you got to be careful too, because if all you watch is highlight reels, you assume that these people can do this all the time. You don't realize it took 85 carries to get that one break.
Gotcha.
And it's like you said earlier, there's a lot of backs in the league that don't get enough touches that they can showcase with the week, because all they need is a seam and they're gone.
Exactly. That's what Brees Hall did twice this season. That makes everybody pay attention to him. So I go for yours on that one. I can't lie. Miles Sanders of the Carolina Panthers against the Texans. They say sit him. Brian, Texans defense. You think they're right with this?
They are right because I mean the run defense is solid.
Yeah. The Houston's they've got a solid defense now. I think as far as they changed it around and we look at some of the wins and stuff like that have happened over the last several weeks. It's down to their defense, and I think Texans is an example. If it wasn't for their defense, they wouldn't be winning games. So
I can't lie. Miles Sanders has been in the league for a minute. I'm kind of. I'll be on the fence with this one. Something tells me to start him.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, so looking at the Texans defense, they only had like 2 really bad games and 1 so bad game. But the other than that, like against Baltimore, that they had double digits in the Baltimore, Jacksonville, they had double digits. Pittsburgh, they had double digits.
Rehab, I'm not going to lie. Miles Sanders, I don't think was getting the ball enough. When he was up, that thing Barnwell was there, and I forgot who else. But he was like second or third string. I think he just lost out against his competition. But I think with Carolina, he could be a prime running back, and he isn't getting the ball enough. Golf Walk, I see what you're saying. Philly is due for an L. Trail lightly, boys. Absolutely. Steelers, too, without the D, they'd be well with under 500. I kind of agree. However, I don't think Philly's going to lose entirely. They got close with the Commanders, and they got a lot of injuries or a lot of players who weren't there primarily. Oh, Raheem Mostert is active. Zach Moss is active. Darren Waller is active. Brock Purdy will start. Trent Williams is questionable. Tyler Lockett is questionable. Jerome Ford is questionable. I'm watching ESPN on the side trying to get anything I'm missing.
But Tony,
Yes, sir.
Philly, we've only seen a 60% Philly. We've not seen them on fire.
I've heard that.
It's not like Miami. We saw Miami at 90%, right? We've never seen this year. I don't think we've seen even the Chiefs at 90% this year. I'm sorry. I think we're seeing a lot of these top tier teams playing at 60%, and a lot of times it is enough to win.
Is that due to injuries, you think, Michael?
Yes.
I think a lot of people who have made it to the end know that it's a long race, and you can't fire on all cylinders, or you can end up on the bench injured maybe for a year or two. It's a business. People forget that. You've got individuals here that are not going to put their bodies on line when they have all these incentives to make millions of dollars. If they do well enough, it's not like the old days. I'm sorry. The old days, guys played with concussions, fingers broken.
You're right.
Now they've got accountants. They live large.
Well, you know what's crazy? I can't even debate what you're saying. And a lot of them save themselves for the postseason based on how hard they went during the regular season and cost themselves the postseason. I do agree with that. And we've seen a history of that over the past 10, 15 years. We have
I like this Aaron Rodgers comment here. I think this is good.
It's like that's a good one.
Yeah, that's
I'm not
that's
doing
Brian. What do you think of that
our man,
comment?
Captain Rehab.
Have
Okay,
you
y'all
ever
want
had
it.
lint in your button
Y'all
there?
want
No,
it.
I don't
Y'all
know.
want it because y'all
Oh
jokers
boy.
is something else. Rehab is in the house. He is also a league member. Rehab, you should have been brought your ass on camera. I ain't seen you since week 1, week 2 of the original season. You're a rat bastard. Anyway,
He reminds me of the pulsating rose. He doesn't show up in.
anyway,
Go
Imari did.
ahead.
Now,
Oh
this was brought up
yeah.
to us
There we go.
about 15 to 20 minutes ago. Dave Mercado versus the Ravens. This was a question. Let's see what we got. Connor's backfield has been insanely frustrating over the last few weeks. First, James Conner gets hurt. Dave Mercado steps up, sees all the work. Then, after everyone pays up for Dave Mercado on the waiver wire, he takes a backseat to Keontae Ingram in week 6, who then didn't play a single snap in week 7. Instead, Dave Mercado played 78% of the snaps with 13 carries and 5 targets, good for 75 yards, 11.5 fantasy points. He's a back and one on my roster, but until we have a reason to trust his backfield, I will leave him on the bench. Perhaps we'll get clarity later in the week, but the Cards could also be playing catch-up against the Ravens very quickly, and the fantasy upside has not been high enough to warrant rolling the dice on Dave Mercado. That answers the question we had earlier from
Yeah,
Dylan.
his numbers totally so far this season are subpar.
Gotcha. That's all there is to it. I'm not going there with the pulsating rose comments. Y'all jokers are staying on topic, damn it. I would not start Dave Mercado. There you go. Ravens defense was also given a lot of praise recently, so definitely keep your eyes on that. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your running back recommendations for Week 8 season, 2023 season, of course, NFL.com. Yo, motherfuckers. Let's go to the wide receivers.
Yay!
To the wide
My
Wide
favorite.
receivers.
Why are you
Wide
celebrating?
receiver.
What in God's
Give me that,
name?
give me that.
Ladies and gentlemen, just give me a second. Pause.
Hit me with a wide receiver. All right.
Start him. Terry McLaurin of the Commanders versus the Eagles. I want to say he may not see double-digit fantasy points against the Eagles. But you all
correction.
let me know. Go for it. Go.
At week 4 at Philly,
Yes.
8 receptions, 86 yards, 10.8 average, no touchdowns, 10 targets, and he finished off 22.6 points.
Thank you very much. Keep going.
Let me keep going.
Okay, that's it. Cool. Rich, what you got?
Well, I was just going to say, see what this guy's projected is, because like Brian said, he had a good week last week. So
No. That was week 4 at Philly.
week 4 against Philly. So if he gets the same amount of, we're talking about, will he get the ball the same amount of time that he did that last game?
They're at home this time, so
Yeah, they're at home, so we might see. I'd say start him if he's got the good stats and stuff like that. His projection, it's only 8.8 though, Brian. But he did have a bang up. Let's see, last week he did have a bang up last week there with 29 points. The rest of the season has been. That's the experts and stuff like that. So he's averaging below 10. But then again, it depends. Depends on the touches. So
I mean,
but if he's to start him, I'd say, and he's one of their premier. Let's see.
and then on top of that, Sam Howell, the quarterback, at week 4 at Philly. I mean, think about it. They only lost by a field goal.
Yeah.
So Sam Howell accomplished to get 290 yards, 1 touchdown. He rushed for 40 yards.
Right.
So I would not.
You wouldn't start him then?
No, I would start him. In my ESPN leagues, I have McLaurin starting.
Right. Okay.
Tony, there's a couple of individuals that are watching this on Twitter.
Yes.
One of them is Tim Brown, and he's enjoying it. He said it's been fun. So thank you. We appreciate that.
Tim Brown, I think
and I left the other person's name in the private chat there, who is.
I responded to it. Tim Brown, I think I know him.
Yeah. He is the professional speaking coach.
Yeah, he's normally up there with Bobby.
On Saturdays, he might be.
I think he's up there with Bobby. I met him last
year. Him
year.
and Donika are friends, but yeah.
Donica, yeah. Tell him I said what's up. I remember him. Tell him I said thank you, please.
She prefers Donika.
Donika, you're right.
Yeah, and it's like Captain Rehab, formerly known as Captain Rehab, now just known as the Pulsating Rose.
No, I'm not doing that. Zay Flowers against the Cardinals. I have no question against Zay Flowers, Brian. This
Stop seeing it.
Go for it, Brian.
Zay Flowers to shredder.
Oh yeah.
Flowers has hit up double figures in
Oh,
all but
definitely
one game this
stardom.
season.
Yes.
He has also topped 17-point fantasy points twice, showing he brings both a safe floor and a solid upside. The rookie has thrived against zone coverage while struggling mightily against man. Well, man-to-man coverage, for those that don't know. Well, this week he gets the Cardinals, who who run zone more on 80% of their plays. The league average is 72%. So far this season, 88% of Flowers' yards and his lone touchdown have come against the zone. This week this is a week to force Zaven Kayvon Flowers into your lineup. Yeah, do it.
Wait a
Do it.
minute. Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, pause for the cause. We got Randy
Ooh.
Orton in the house.
We
Randy
got a raid going.
Randy.
There's a raid. Raid
Whoa.
alert.
Randy
Randy is in the
Horton.
house. Randy,
There you
Live
go.
from the Middle East.
we got
Yes, he's a beast.
Sweet.
Randy W. Horton.
The
Sweet
beast in the
Free
Middle
Churches in
East.
the house.
Oh,
Sharon C54. Remember Sharon? How you doing,
The
lady?
man that loves to feed camels on Sundays.
Good
that's
Lord.
right.
Did who play for the Raiders, Ted? I missed that question. My apologies. I was looking something up. We got Driveway Cam in the house. Thank you for being here. Oh, yeah, everybody's in here. Everybody's in here. Randy with the
Up in here, up in here.
You got
I'm
the
about
movie.
to lose my mind.
Thank you all for coming through, each and every last one of you, honestly.
We
Randy-
appreciate you.
And,
Thank
and
you.
Randy, grow the beard back.
I'm Puff. Thank you for being here.
Grow the beard back.
We are all good. We are all good. We are all good. Thank you all for popping in. I got nothing against Zay Flowers. Start him.
No.
He's got eyes in the back of his head. He's
Exactly. Yeah, it's just like-
Nico Collins of the Texans against the Carolina Panthers. Brian, this is your man again. Go for it.
You got to use shampoo and conditioner, Randy. Shampoo and conditioner on the beard.
Oh, for God's sakes, y'all jokers.
That's how you get it all nice and fluffy like this.
I think the beard is gray now. That's the
Tim
thing.
Brown. Ted, you're funny. That's hilarious. Okay, I got you now. Nico Collins, yes.
Ah, yes. The
Oh, that's a definite. Yeah, against the
yeah,
Panthers.
definitely because their Texans are coming off of the bye week, and Stroud and Collins are having a nice little bromance going.
Captain Rehab, I totally disagree with your comment there. I
Same
think he has
here.
been phenomenal.
Yes, he has. He has been. That's,
So, can you only afford single ply? Is that the?
yeah, I think he's more of a two-ply guy.
I don't know.
I think he's triple ply. That's
Triple
okay.
ply. There we go, Michael.
He's got the royal butt.
Exactly.
Charmin.
Drake London of the Falcons against the Titans. I've got no debate against this.
No.
Well, it's going to be an interesting fight, but I think it'll be a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
It'll be a low-scoring game considering like both their records, but it'll be a very defensive matchup.
London is very much in play against what's left of the Titans secondary. What's left of their secondary. That is terrifyingly.
Brian, why does that make you think it's going to be a defensive game?
Well, because like defensively, Atlanta has a pretty decent defense. Along with the Titans, they have a decent defense. Both their records speak for itself. I think the only way that Atlanta will pull it off, but with like the last two games, is by field goal. Like Atlanta is heavily relying on the special teams to win.
Gliss 700. Gliss 700. Thank you for coming through.
Dang, baby wipes.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Yes. So, Hawk, you have to explain that with more sensitivity. There you go.
We don't have to.
Got the dude wipes.
No, we're going to take it easy over there. We're going to take it easy. Rashee Rice of the Chiefs at the Broncos. I don't know about starting him. I've actually been hearing his name a lot. I just don't know about starting him yet.
You have to. He's one of the key pieces.
He
What are you
is.
talking
Yeah,
about?
exactly, Michael.
You're
Go,
smoking
go.
weed, man.
I'm not smoking weed.
He did pretty good last week.
I'm reading
No,
the
but
narrative now. I'm reading the
The
narrative.
problem is everybody gets about production of about 40 yards, but there's 7 of them.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing, and they're saying he's continuing to see an uptick in usage, and it's starting to pull away his number one receiver back to Charles and Chiefs. So he's coming up.
This guy is. Last week he was awesome as far as the target and stuff.
Go for it. Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen games. I haven't seen.
I mean, the wide receivers.
Do you feel attacked right now, Tony? In any way?
No,
We're
just
sorry
giving
about
him
that.
commentary.
You know.
The game is going over.
Rice is a start. There it is.
Yeah, Captain
Brian, why are
Rehab.
you not saying anything about Rice? Speak up.
We're giving him a chance.
I
Go ahead.
mean, I mean, because being that's the snow and everything, and Mahomes is not feeling well, they're gonna run it.
So COVID
Oh,
or flu?
there's-
Which one has he
that's a
got?
good
Which
point.
one has he got, brother? In the comments, COVID or flu? Which one? And don't listen to Tony. There you go.
Mm, I
Go ahead.
I diagnose as the illness of Snowy Mile High.
If you need a deeper option, Michael Thomas of the Saints over the Colts. We talked about that earlier. I did recommend that earlier. No, I have
Good
not.
good
I
point.
love Captain Rehab. Is
Good
there a
point.
difference?
Yes.
Is there a difference? Well, that will be the next show. It's a 3-part with Tony
One
D.
is marketed, the other one's not.
I can't with y'all sometimes. I can't. Take Michael Thomas. I said it earlier. They're actually recommending it. Glad to know I'm at least still.
Who's going to be tossing the ball for the Saints, though? That's my question. You know,
They got Derek Carr and they also got Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be impacted.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
listen,
know.
unless he's in a wheelchair,
Yeah.
he will be out there.
Agreed.
Come on, you know that.
Agreed. Sit him. T. Higgins of the Bengals against the 49ers.
No.
We just talked about this earlier. This is one of those calls that can
Somebody's dog is going nuts. Is that outside?
Higgins has enjoyed one big game this season, scoring fewer than 5 fantasy points in every other outing coming out the bye. The hope is that he and Joe Burrow are both healthy and ready to return to the regular season. Exactly. Matchup against the 49ers will be the toughest test yet. I did say that earlier. The Niners got a ton of pressure on the quarterback and have been tough for receivers this season. They also run zone coverage, the 10th most in the NFL, and Higgins has struggled against zone this season. That is key. Higgins has struggled against the zone. Y'all might want to remember that. Just 1 yard per
but San Fran right now is not San Fran. They
You
are
said
not
that.
playing
You
like
did say
the
that.
team. It reminds me right now of Buffalo-itis, which is my favorite team. You don't know
bragging on Buffalo, Michael.
which team you're gonna get.
You don't.
And the only way they win is by cheating at the end of the game. And this is my favorite team.
You know what? That's what Kansas City been doing. I'll go ahead and say it. Time to start the controversy.
Oh, here we go.
They've been getting over right at the end of these games.
Well, have you seen all the holding that they show after? It's terrible.
Dude. Higgins has struggled against the zone this season, just 1 yard per route run with a 37.7 passer rating when targeted and 41% catch rate. I keep advocating to buy low on Higgins, but given the matchup, I'm fine taking a wait and see approach this week, especially considering there are no buys. Yeah, I think with them coming off a bye week, you kind of want to take a chance on them. I got that. Like you said, the 49ers ain't all the way there, and the Bengals are probably going to go. They got to start going for it to get back in playoff contention alone.
Right.
They have to.
So, Tony, I have a question here, and I know it's not pertaining to football, but I'm just curious because in the comments it says paired. What does that mean when they do that?
Paired means one of you all who connected your channel to this broadcast, they're coming in from that channel, not mine.
It's a raid. Remember you had a raid from
No, not necessarily a raid, Rich. Not necessarily a raid, but if he came in on one of your channels and not mine, that's when it's paired.
Yeah, but that was obviously a raid.
That was obviously a raid, but paired means like I've got all my networks up.
Okay.
He may have come up on Bathurst Network.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I'm learning. I'm very new to Twitch. I love
for Twitch. You just got to figure out to place the link to bring people up in instead of YouTube.
And also, that paired can also come from anybody coming off of one of your YouTubes.
If you feel judged in this life, just put #judgment.
I'm going to hashtag yours one day. Trust me.
Okay,
DeAndre Hopkins against the Falcons. You know what's crazy? He should be getting numbers, but there's an issue going on with that team I'm not sure about.
Okay, circle that wagon one more time.
DeAndre Hopkins should be getting numbers against the Falcons, but they are saying to sit him. I disagree.
I think he's hurt.
No, Tannehill is abysmal. Tannehill is abysmal. That's why.
You have to explain to those who don't know who you're talking about.
Ryan Tannehill, the quarterback of the Tennessee Titans, is abysmal. Yeah. He has been playing poorly. He has been, even on my worst day playing Madden against the tough team, I had better stats than Ryan Tannehill.
Wow.
See, here's the thing, Brian. You got to remember, my audience that is spiritual is probably watching this just to see what craziness I'm getting into. And you just start saying a name, they have no idea what you're talking about unless you add.
I mean, DeAndre Hopkins, he's in his early 30s, but the man can still go.
Yes, you can.
He is a man playing with boys.
I agree.
It's just that Ryan Tannehill, the quarterback of the Tennessee Titans, needs to play better or needs to go be benched. Because I personally am very disappointed with Tannehill because I thought with the addition of DeAndre Hopkins in the offseason, it would boost up Tennessee because I was all on Tennessee's bandwagon.
Yeah.
When you call
So
your
Brian, I have a
emphasis
question
down,
for you. I have a
His
question
week
for you.
two, his week 2 stats, he had 21 points. Since then, he's barely hit 2 points the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. That's when I got mad. I said, "Oh, week 1 they were abysmal, and now week 2, oh, now Tannehill decides to play football."
Yeah. So for those who don't understand big words like abysmal,
Tannehill.
you have to explain what that means. And the other thing I want to say is, when is a receiver old? Because 31 years old as a receiver, I think, is fairly old, isn't it?
That should be about a decade in the game, but most NFL players don't start getting good till they got 10 to 12 years in the league.
Yes.
And
Heard that
here's
more.
the problem with the word bismol. People think it's Pepto-Bismol. And then they think this broadcast is about the runs, constipation, bloating.
I'll be trying.
Apparently Ryan Tannehill's his quarterbacking skills is Pepto-Bismol.
Yes. There you go. Now we're getting to the meat of this. We're getting this. And
if
you have an upset stomach, call the wonderful Texan. Call Brian.
Where the hell was I? Okay, that's enough of that business.
Yes. Feeling bloated?
KJ Osborne of the Vikings against the Packers. They say sit him. He has now played 2 games without Justin Jefferson. Has yet to crack 50 yards and double-digit fantasy points. And now one of them, in fact, he has hit the top 50 yards in the game this
Tony,
season.
you didn't answer that question, though.
I'm trying to keep the show moving before you start going off on your.
No, it's 31. It's 31 too old. That's what I'm saying.
No, I answered that originally. I answered that.
Yeah.
The first thing I said was.
You said that for quarterbacks.
No, I said that for everybody. Anybody in the league, you're not good until you get 10 to 12 years in. I've heard that more than once from NFL players. You got to get at least 10 to 12 years in before you're seasoned or you're at least good enough to be considered consistent or to have an impact or any aspect of respect. You will have numbers here, you will have numbers there, but you have to maintain them for a good decade.
I disagree. I think if you're playing, wide receiver, or if you're playing running back. Running backs, what? They have 3 years, maybe?
No, 5.
No, they can be in the league for 5, but after 3, it diminishes.
After 5, they don't have any value. That's one of the issues they've had. What the hell was that? They've had issues after 5 years, and that's one of the issues that was coming up at the beginning of the season. How running backs weren't getting paid enough because they don't last in the league long.
I love what Fireman Rich did here.
Yeah,
he's right back. That's cool.
It is cool. KJ Osborne, they say sit him against the Packers. The narrative is on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. He's not getting numbers, period. No debate. Jerry Jeudy, they say sit him against the Chiefs. I mean, what are you going to say against it?
According to Steve Smith Sr., he's a jag, just a guy.
Wow. Bears upset charges coming from golf.
And a man that is not mentally mature enough to handle constructive criticism.
I kind of disagree with that. Jerry Jeudy's decent. He's just on a team where he's not getting.
He's just a guy.
Apparently.
He's 24 years old.
Yeah, so. He's young.
He's young, right? He's still young.
Former Alabama wide receiver. He's young. He's still got time. I dare say put him on another team and watch him skyrocket. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your wide receiver recommendations for week 8.
But okay, before you go though, his last game he was averaging 12.8 yards per game per reception.
Yeah, but in one game you don't get 3 receptions for 14 yards.
It happens.
He's just a guy.
Steve Smith, you know what? I'm gonna get on Steve. Even though I like Steve Smith,
I disagree.
I want to get on Steve Smith's case, but I can't with what he's done. I'm gonna say that conversation. I like Steve Smith, but I'm gonna say that conversation. These are going to be tight ends. Start them and sit them for week 8. Start Darren Waller of the Giants against the Jets. Being that this is an in-state rivalry and this is a New York, New Jersey native team game, yes. Plus, I like Darren Waller as a tight end. No question. I like Darren Waller as a tight end. He's been good he's been good, period. One of the more consistent tight ends in the NFL.
Oh, man, he was awesome in L.A.
I definitely keep him as a top 10 tight end in the NFL, in my opinion.
I mean, when he was a Raider, he was dominant. He was awesome when he was a Raider.
but he still gets in there. I think he did good. What coming up best game of the season in which he caught the first touchdown in the postseason, 98 yards, 22 fantasy points. Don't look now, but he's a top 5 tight end on the season right now. Wow. Only tight end with more yards is Travis Kelce and TJ Hawkinson. There you go. See, Darren Waller's up there. Yeah. Sleep on him if you want to. Sleep on him. I won't.
He's averaging like his last game. He averaged 14 yards per carry.
Yeah, he does that if he gets the ball.
Yeah.
Like Brian said, he was held with the Raiders. Darren Waller's he's no joke.
Yeah, Darren Waller's a real deal.
Yeah, he's no joke. He really isn't. And I got to say that I've got nothing against this. Nothing. I have to watch this game. Let me find out if they're going to show it down here.
This is the must game that I'm watching. This is probably a 4-can beer of honey.
Might be the whole 6-pack. This might be the whole 6-pack.
This is the same what?
Oh yeah, tell her I said hello. I love that.
Yeah, Tony and the gang says hi. I'd say I'm going to drink 4 beers. I got Genesee honey beer that's in the can.
He's on your case. Taysom Hill, the Saints against the Colts. I highly recommend Taysom Hill in your roster.
Dude, Taysom Hill, yes. I would start him because the man is a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, exactly. I agree, Brian.
You may have him starting as a tight end, but then he may be a wide receiver. He may be a running back, or which I own. It was controversial in one year that I had him. He may play quarterback.
Yeah, but he plays 2 positions. Numbers all over.
He's 33 years old, guys. 33.
But he's still utilized. I mean, he's like the Wes Welker. He's like the Wes Welker of the Saints.
Golf Hawk, I'll tell you something. On a fantasy roster, on a dream roster, if I could put together myself with no problem, I would have Tyrod Taylor, Taysom Hill, and Cordarrelle Patterson on the same squad because they can all change positions.
You know, players like this guy here, Tyson, there was a couple games last week where they put in these, I call them gadget guys.
Mm-hmm.
And the other team, when you see somebody coming in like that, that's not there to whole game, you know they're going to be throwing a gadget. I mean, I saw that like 2 or 3 times last week on several games.
Yes, they are. Yes, they do, and yes, they will. I'd start Taysom Hill, period. I would just
wow.
Yes.
Here you go, Brian. Go for it.
Jake Ferguson.
Go for it.
Yeah, Jake Ferguson. I mean, like, he's pretty much it's a long shot, it's a stretch, but it might be the Jay Novacek 2.0.
Yeah, I agree. We talked about this about 2-3 seasons ago. I agree.
Yeah. Wow, Golf Hawk says Darren Waller is just a guy.
Yeah, you saw that, right?
Triggering.
Ladies and gentlemen, start Jake Ferguson against the Rams. I like Jake. I agree with you.
I think any team would want to have him, guys. He
is Jay Novacek.
He's great.
He's Jay Novacek, and he's Jason Witten. This is the truth. This is the truth. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and throw this out there. Jake Ferguson came in after Jason Witten, and Dalton Schultz came in after Jake Ferguson. You want Dalton Schultz, and you want Jake Ferguson. Period.
But here's why I like Jake. Okay, and nowadays with the low scoring, if you have him in the end zone, he's 6'5". Mm-hmm. He's 244 pounds. Mm-hmm. Try out-leaping him and try to move him. That is one big dude.
In other words, he's me in shape.
How tall are you, Tony?
I'm 6'2".
6'2".
I'm
well,
6'2".
3 inches is a lot in most
3
games.
inches can be a lot, but he's only 7 pounds heavier than me, and I'm not in the gym yet. If I got back in the gym and got my posture back, I'd probably be 6'3".
You got skinny legs though, don't you?
No.
You got like little broomsticks for legs.
I've got muscles all over, and I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Here we go. Dalton Kincaid versus Bucks.
PG. Okay, there we go. All right.
Bathurst, you got this one. Dalton Kincaid, the Buffalo Bills against the Bucks. What do you think?
Oh, I love him.
Oh, he was awesome in this game.
Yeah, I absolutely love him.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's finally starting to have a little light shined on him, and he's getting comfortable. You know, we expect way too much of these rookies, right? What do you think, Brian? I think the expectations are through the roof. You also have to work through whoever you work with, like the coaches, the other players. There's a lot of egos in, football, period. And I think he's going to be a major star in the
Oh yeah,
next few
I
years.
think he's going to be just as like Kelsey and the tight end there from San Francisco.
A
And
lot
so
of people
he has the
question.
potential.
It's so cute that everybody is writing off Mark Andrews.
Who is?
Like Mark Andrews is not his. He's one of the top.
He's a given. He's a given.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. I mean, Dalton Kincaid. Yeah, he's rookie. Yeah, he's got a lot. He's got a long way to go. But
Ted. He's asking for it.
But this Kincaid there, if you look at the last several weeks, week 4 he had 2.7, 1.9 in week 5, week 7, 7 point. He exploded. He had 12 and a half points, and he was just all over. He was there when in some key plays, as far as that goes in that game. That I was really impressed with this guy, and I was surprised. I was like, who is this guy? And I didn't realize he was a rookie, Mike.
Yes. I just want to say hello to James Generich. I think I'm saying that correctly. He's also enjoying the game. Unfortunately, we don't get Twitter comments.
No, we don't. Thank you, Mike. Go ahead, please.
And, I hope they fix that.
I've been asking them since last year.
But that's Elon, I think, being cheap.
No, because it was happening before him. It was happening on Haps. It was happening on Haps.
Okay, so let's ask Ted. What is the reason why the comments don't blend? Is it because of the coding? Is it the way it's done?
I asked Ted that before.
Yeah.
If you need a stream of Michael Mayer, the Raiders against the Lions, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I like that. He has taken over as a lead tight end for Vegas. He played 72% of snaps and 22 routes for the Raiders last week. While that didn't translate,
His numbers aren't all that great.
I'm reminded that the floor in that particular city is an upside of week 8 considering the matchup. Mayo will face the Lions, who are top 2 in both yards and touchdowns. A lot of tight ends. If you're looking for an upside swing, so he's a risk taker. I like that. I appreciate that recommendation. I appreciate that. I do. Sit him. Jonnu Smith of the Falcons against the Titans. I hate this because he used to be a Titan. He was actually good with the Titans.
Revenge game.
He was good with the Titans. He was good with the Titans. Golf Hawk, you say Kincaid is the man. I agree with Kincaid being a decent tight end. I actually had him on a sleeper league that I was in. I had him on a watch list. He's just not getting the ball enough there. Buffalo spreads the ball out. Any team that spreads the ball out, they're not going to get the numbers. Even though you like the team and you like their play, they're not getting enough fantasy point numbers.
But Tony, can we just address something quickly? This year, the only way the teams seem to be winning is by having multiple targets.
You have to.
The days of having a running back do 300 yards, it seems to be done. They neutralize that.
Yeah.
And if you have people guessing, I think because the talent is so powerful now and intelligent that you have to have multiple targets to keep them guessing.
That's what's happening. That's how you spread the defense out. I agree. You don't know where the ball's going. That's how you keep
What's going on there, Brian?
Hang on.
Are the dogs on?
That's Charlie. Hang on.
Mess. Luke Musgrave of the Packers against the Vikings. They say sit him. Wow. So he's not putting up numbers.
That's interesting.
He's not putting up numbers. That's what that is.
Yeah.
He's in the game.
Yeah, this is the game I dubbed the NFL's version of Ohio State against
Michigan.
Michigan.
Pretty much. Yeah, this is a tough one here. I'm not even mad at it. David Njoku of the Browns. They say sit him against the Seahawks. I like Njoku as a tight end. He's not getting numbers. I have no debate against this.
Yeah, no numbers.
He's not getting any numbers. He's a great player. He's not getting any numbers. And he's still new to the league, in my opinion. Somebody will have to verify that.
No, I saw his number. His numbers are subpar as far as fantasy football.
Are they at Pepto-Bismol?
Oh boy, Hunter Henry of the Patriots.
Might help him
against the Dolphins. Now, here's what's crazy about this. Hunter Henry is another good tight end. He's going up against the Dolphins and he's on the Patriots. That's what's going against him.
Yeah,
that's what's going against him. And he's up there with Gesicki. Gesicki's on the Patriots too, I believe.
So if you sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go. Well, Mike Gesicki caught the game.
So if you were to bet on David, our last, he said it's plus 800 for any TD.
David who?
Garrett.
Who you talking about?
What you talking about? That's all right. I'll leave it alone.
You take your meds this morning?
I think so.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
The electroshock therapy didn't work, I don't think.
No, they put it too close to the spine instead of the brain.
You know what it was? I didn't have my Egg McMuffin on air.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that was my problem right there.
2023 season, of course, NFL.com. We are about to get to the defenses. Then I'm going to let Michael have the moment he's been waiting on. Actually, you know what? We're going to go to kickers. I've been skipping kickers for a minute.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's get the kickers. We don't give the kickers.
Are we going to do predictions for next week while we're here?
No, Mike. Well,
when I finish, we will. I've been skipping kickers since last season, so I'm going to give them this week, mainly because normally we run the defenses, and you want to run your kicker with your defense in the first place.
Did you know some of the top scorers in the league are kickers?
But they've been missing a lot, Michael.
I know it's been awful this year, but
it's been a mess.
Did you know that there was 1 week the top scorer, period, was a kicker?
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-mm. Jake Elliott of the Eagles against the Commanders, no debate.
Yeah.
No debate. Mike?
Do you also know that they don't get paid much?
Dustin Hopkins of the Browns against the Seahawks. You know what? I will be a little skeptical of this one.
I have no idea who this guy is.
He's the kicker for the Browns, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's just like
I'm looking at the team more than the kicker myself. The Browns, I don't know. That game, I don't know. As far as points specifically, I don't know.
Kicking 3 field goals at 50-plus yards, scoring 21 fantasy football points. So, yeah, I guess you get the numbers here. You get the numbers.
It's coming from right there.
Yeah.
Harrison Butker of the Chiefs against the Broncos.
He's solid.
I got no debate.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
He's solid. Even if he had a bad week, I would not be worried about him.
Exactly. Young Ho Koo. Yeah, you want him as a kicker. He's a good kicker. He's all right.
Okay.
He's, like they said, reliable as ever.
Tony, you know what they're saying? A lot of the reasons that the kicking is bad?
Why?
Is the temperature of the ball.
I'm going to go with the air pressure more than anything.
The temperature of the ball actually has a lot to do with it. I watched the show and I laughed.
You can laugh, but if it's true, it's true, right?
Right.
Well, remember the old Flakegate when
Exactly. Oh, look at who we got in the back. I didn't even see it over here. I didn't even hear anything.
Ted Hicks.
Ted Hicks.
I didn't even hear him in the background. My bad, bro. I didn't even hear him.
Where's he coming in from today? He's got a yellow background.
I didn't even know he was there.
He's in the studio.
Ted feels disrespected as well. There you go. Thank you.
Yes, baby.
He's got the shirt on. I love it.
He's better. He is better than the Pulsing Rose. There you go.
Damn.
There you go.
Pulsing Rose.
Yes. Hey, nothing better than that.
Kickers to sit. Daniel Carlson of the Raiders, sit him against the Lions. I would not. I wouldn't sit a Raiders kicker.
No. I think he's.
If anything, the Raiders kicker is probably going to get more points than a lot of people because he's going to be kicking that ball all damn game.
Yeah.
Tony, should we ask Ted of the things that he disagrees with what we had said?
Once we get there, just hold on. We're almost done. Anders Carlson of the Packers against the Vikings. I don't know about sitting him either. I don't.
I wouldn't sit him.
I don't know about that. Rich?
No, he's pretty good.
No, this game might come down to the kicker, so I don't know. If that's our premier kicker, I wouldn't be, if you as far as that for that particular game, fantasy football. I don't know. This could be a kicker's game.
But every team should have a kicker that can at least kick something that's 40 yards. We have people fumbling shit at 50, 55. Yes, I understand. I understand that. But if you're in around 35 yards, you don't miss those. You can send Ted in, and I think Ted could do it.
Even with what you're getting paid, you should at least make those. Yeah, that's what you're being paid for.
Right. That's only like a half stroke right there.
I ain't mad. Graham Cano of the Giants against the Jets. I wouldn't sit Graham Cano because Graham Cano's been in the game for a minute. And he's one of the more reliable kickers and one of the longest enduring kickers in the NFL. I would definitely try to start him.
I just wish they got more respect than they do. They just don't.
We're giving it to him right now.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the teams.
Yeah, like I said, we'll be a start. Chase McLaughlin of the Bucks Excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't see how that game went Thursday night. Rich, you got those numbers? Ted, one of y'all, please.
For what, Chase and that game? I don't think there wasn't that many field goals in that game. Though the Bucks did get 8 points. I don't know how they in the fourth quarter. I don't know how they got 8 points as far as that goes. I didn't watch the fourth quarter. But
Gotcha.
this guy's
See Golf while talking to you. Good.
Let's see.
Golf, how you doing?
Let me see what his stats are from that game.
I didn't even watch that game.
You didn't?
I was able to catch some of it.
He's 27 years old and he looks like he's 37.
It's the beard.
Yeah, he does look. Yeah, the beard. The beard.
Sorry about that, gentlemen.
No, you're fine.
No, it's the other dog, Ivory. She's just pretty much a motion detector. So something could be like 80 yards away. She sees it moving. She's going to bark at it.
You got an alarm system. Don't beat it.
Yeah, and then
let Rich bring those
Charlie.
numbers up, ladies and gentlemen.
No, he only got 2 points. Wait a minute. That's
we're doing kickers.
for the Week 8 2022 season, of course, NFL.com. All right, we are done. Now,
Yay.
do what he's been trying to do all damn broadcast. Go for yours, Mike. Go for yours.
No, I want to hear from Ted. We got Ted here. I want to know what he disagrees with. First of all, do you feel like I don't have a spiritual audience? That's number one.
No, I do feel like you have a spiritual audience. That's why I said, Tony, easy. Easy.
We ain't been easy all broadcast. I ain't calming shit.
We're trying to ease Michael's audience into this. You know, it's kind of like, what was it, like 6 weeks ago when the Swifties invaded the NFL?
Right.
It's just kind of like, okay, here's some of the plays. This is what you need to do.
What's crazy is a lot of his people already know me. They know I'm behaving. He keep trying. He keep pushing. They know I'm behaving.
I think this is all entertainment. We're always blessed to have each other here. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you, Ted, for being here. I know you feel undervalued at times.
Never.
And they say things like, he's busy. I know you're not busy. I know you want to be here. Then when you get in the room, they don't even let you in. They're just going on and on and on about this. And they're chewing food and you know what I mean? Slurpers and hey, look at that. We're doing sign language. Let's do it together. There we go. Do you feel a pulsing rose in that cauldron?
God.
Do you feel
Lose the rose. Lose the rose.
You can't help it. You can't help it.
There you go.
You can't help it. Ted, anything
Did you know she was a beauty queen? Okay, I'll leave that alone.
Ted, anything you want to contribute to the broadcast? Anything you want to add with what we've been covering, position-wise, game-wise, team-wise, player-wise? Go for it.
I'm the only thing I'll say is this. I'm jazzed for Jets Giants.
I am too.
I wish it was a later game. Maybe like a 4:00 game.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that, Ted? Why is that?
I don't know. It just it kind of gets caught up in the crush of the 1:00 games because the 1 o'clock.
Yeah. This would be a good 8 o'clock game there, premier.
Right. And could you imagine if you had Aaron Rodgers versus Danny Dimes at 8 o'clock at night?
Yeah.
But I mean, we're gonna have Zach against T-Mobile, Tyrod Taylor. So I understand, but
So I just want to switch gears for 1 second here. He said I could do that. So
Go for it.
if we are to speculate for the year, here we go. This is no stirring. Most likely
he's
Super Bowl
switching gears.
matchups.
he's switching
Kansas
gears.
City versus Philly, like last year. Or Kansas City versus San Fran. Or let's go, you ready?
Baltimore.
The Ravens against Philly or Kansas City against the Lions. Which one of those do you like the best? In the room, each person go. Now, if I had the ability, I could actually put the graph up, but I've been handcuffed.
You have not been handcuffed. You haven't allowed me to share the screen. If you show that you want to share,
just go ahead and put it up on the present, Michael, and then
Give him
Tony will.
present access, Tony.
he
No,
hasn't.
you put it up on the present. Tony sees that, and then he initiates.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so,
Okay.
so
You're
you're filtering me.
No, I didn't put up my charts.
That
I
is
put
wise.
They're in the queue, and then Tony brings that up when he wants to. He has the control, so you can.
So
Mike
would you
is not
say you're
used-
all about the control,
Mike is
Tony?
not used to not having control. That's the problem.
Yeah,
There may be
exactly.
truth
There we
there.
go.
There may be truth there.
He's losing his
That-
shit. I can't do what I
I
want to.
can't do what I want to do.
Damn, that pulsing rose. All right.
Hey, so are you putting up the graph?
He hasn't shown it yet.
No, I'm not doing it. You know why? Because I'm not getting respect. I'm getting mean.
Sadie, how you doing?
Hi, Sadie.
Oh, we love you, Mike.
Here's the kicker,
Hey,
Mike.
Sadie.
If somebody else is hosting, if you want to shit, there it is. There it is. That's what I need. That's all
I know what I'm doing.
There you go.
need.
There you
That's all I
go.
need.
Let's see it.
That's all we need. Right there.
Whoa.
There you go. You know, but he don't want no
Interesting,
help.
interesting.
He's got this.
I do got this.
This
I do
is
got this.
interesting.
I do got this.
Wow.
I have to acknowledge when you have it, return the favor.
What I mean, what about I don't know, Detroit against Jacksonville?
Most likely Super Bowl matchups. The top one was a given. The second one was damn near supposed to be last year. The third one, I don't see happening. And the fourth one,
It's always a pleasure with you, Sadie.
Thank you, Sadie.
always welcome, Sadie. Thank you for being here.
On
Brian
that
is
chart,
such a flirt.
my view is it's one of the top two as far as that goes.
Yeah.
I feel that
Yeah.
is. I think this third one there, Baltimore, they'll definitely be in the playoffs and stuff, and Detroit will also. But at this point, as we just heading into the midseason, we still got a long road of football, as was stated earlier here. But I think realistically, the first two. And I'm looking forward to the one I would love to see would be the first one.
I remember being on this very broadcast, and we were talking about Detroit was, they weren't pretenders. And then I think last week happened. And so
Ye of little faith, right, Ted? Is that what you're saying?
I would discount them. I love the Baltimore Ravens. I love what they do. But I can't see anyone getting past KC.
Miami might.
Jacksonville.
Miami could do it. Right now, I'm
Jacksonville.
And NFC,
Who thinks it's going to be a repeat of last year?
I got a feeling it's going to be a repeat.
Me too.
That's my original prediction.
Yeah.
San
Okay.
Francisco should be up there. San Francisco and Miami are number 2 in each respective conference.
Wait, did you guys talk about Sam Darnold starting today for San Francisco? And
Yeah, there's speculation on that.
Go do it.
Sam Darnold. Woo.
Here's a question nobody's talking about.
Ted, speak your mind.
What if Mahomes doesn't start?
He is playing today.
He'll start.
He'll start.
Will he stay the whole game?
He's playing. He says he's playing today, so we'll see.
If they blow him out in the first half, then probably he'll take the second half off.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Actually, Kansas City might blow out Denver in the first half. You're right.
Mike, I just remember watching Sam Darnold. We were waiting for him. As in, like, I'm a part of the team, but I'm a part of the fandom, and attending games, and the fact that the Jets failed Sam Darnold. I know the whole I see ghost and all of that type of stuff.
Right.
But they failed him because they didn't develop him.
I'm gonna let you.
Yeah,
know.
but this is common.
With the Jets, they don't know how to develop quarterbacks.
A lot of teams don't.
We covered
True.
that. We did talk about that today. We did talk about that.
Okay.
It is so
about
difficult
me and
for
you.
rookies,
Yes.
unless you're better off now to be picked like 10th or 12th than you are first or second. Like, look at what Bryce has gone through this year.
Yeah.
Like, it's a miracle he's not dust.
I know. What are your guys' thoughts on, and I know this is usually the second part of the show, what are your thoughts on throwing these quarterbacks into the fire versus letting them sit and watch? Because you would think that the game is so much faster with the NFL rather than, the Division 2 or Division 1, 2, or 3 opponents that they faced the previous 4 years. What's your take on that? Sit or throw them right in?
I'd say sit.
They don't value them. I'm sorry, the owners don't care. They look at it as they have a window of 1 year to prove themselves, and if they don't, they'll move on. And it's sad, but it's true. And how many people have been not ready, like you said, and not and it ended up having career-ending injuries and only playing the league for a few years. Oh, we just got paired again.
Gimley.
Gimli.
Thank you for being here. Let's see what the question is. Gary Wilson Jr., Aaron Jones on the flip.
Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson.
Based on the Giants and how they've been looking, I gotta agree. Aaron Jones being on the Packers going against the Vikings, I don't know about this one this week. I'll take Gary Wilson over Aaron Jones. Normally, Aaron Jones is the number one given. Normally, Aaron Jones is a given, but I would say Gary Wilson. I appreciate the
PPR as well.
PPR as well. I'd still take Gary Wilson. I would still take Gary Wilson. Thank you for the question. Appreciate you being here. Y'all continue, please. Thank you.
No, Mike was talking about the fact that earlier was talking about, we always talked about how the running backs have that 3-year window and they don't get that second contract, or that second contract, they're kind of whittled down. But you feel the same way about quarterbacks? Because quarterbacks are highly paid. And for the most part, they get that second contract without too many issues.
Right.
So, Mike, you stand by your thoughts on?
I tried to talk about it, and I got railroaded and told it was 5 years, and it's just not true. And the thing is, when you get smacked enough, right? You just go, okay. You just go, okay. And then you wait in the room by yourself. I'm just wondering, is this guy washed up, or is he still good?
No, the man is still dominant. He's still flinging defenders around.
I love his straight arms.
But they don't want to pay him.
It's called stiff arm.
They don't want to pay him.
Stiff arm.
Straight arm's not right. Is that a wrestling term?
No, it's not.
No. Have you ever watched a show where people slap each other?
Brian, he's messing with you. He's messing with you.
No, but Derrick Henry, I mean, he's 33. The man could still go. I mean,
is he 33?
Yeah.
Over the 30 mark. Is he still good? Oh.
Wow.
Yes,
No, wait. Let me double
31.
31.
Well, it's
31.
31, 32 was 2 years.
He's
I
still
know.
good. I mean,
That's
he's
a
still
lot.
good.
If you're
He's
running
north
back.
of 30.
You know what? There's only one running back that ever came to mind that defied all the odds when everybody wrote him off. Fred Taylor when he played for Jacksonville.
I thought you were going to say Adrian Peterson.
Well, then him too, but I'm talking about like the man was like 38, 39, close to 40, and Fred Taylor still was making those boys look like kids.
Can we talk about trades for a moment, if that's okay?
Sure. Go.
So, would you trade for this individual?
Wait, stop. Frazier is in the house. Frazier, how the hell are you?
Frazier, thank you. And thank you for caring enough to be here. I know you're part of my spiritual audience. And you know what? These people just don't show me respect. I'm like the Rodney Dangerfield of this broadcast.
I'm not falling.
I get no respect.
Listen, I'm about to get on
Zero.
I still get no respect.
I tried to get Frazier to come up on my broadcast. You know what he said?
Frazier used to come up all the time.
I know he's mad at me now. He's given up.
No, he's not.
He's given up. That's it. He said, if you associate with that Tony D, I'm done.
A lot of people have said that.
That's it.
Y'all might want to keep rolling with your boy. You might want to keep rolling with your boy.
Good seeing you, Frazier.
You might want to keep rolling with your boy.
This is the place to be. I'm no fool. I know. Yeah, that's right.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
Where are we? What's my name? Okay.
We were talking about
this trade, but again, railroaded,
this trade,
dismissed for somebody across the pond. I get
it.
it.
But they just got him.
Yeah, but they don't respect anybody, that team.
Well, I mean, they're 0-6.
Oh,
It's
I
because
know.
they're a brand new team. They're in shambles. And I follow the Carolina Panthers. They're in shambles. Look at what they
But
do.
we just talked about this, right? Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
He just got there. The
He's
team is
got there.
brand new. They remember who they were when Cam was there. All of them are damn near gone.
Yeah, but Cam
That's
was
old.
one of those guys that could win a game for you himself.
And he came back and he did one decent game. And that was it. He's done.
Yeah,
I hate
but
to say
I'm
it.
worried that's going to be Anthony Richardson because he's a
Richardson.
prototype of Cam. Ted, what are you saying? Speak your mind.
Anthony Richardson. I mean, I did not like when he was out there. I just didn't like his style of play. I'm like, this guy's going to get himself killed. And then 3
He's
games
doing what
later,
RGD. Yeah, he's doing an RG3.
Get 3-star, yep.
3 games later, done for the whole season.
Yep.
We've got another paired here, guys.
We got another pair.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
I don't know.
What you talking about, Willis? Okay.
So for
Anthony
all
Richardson.
fans, he doesn't change even when he's a guest, just so you know.
But as far as like the trade rumors, because I know like Derrick Henry was mentioned, but the Titans are like, no, we're not going to trade him. Adam Thielen, it'd be very foolish to trade your a very top notch wide receiver when you just got him.
You know what's crazy? I can't believe the Vikings got rid of him. They got rid
And
of him.
Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, they got rid of both of them. That was
Yeah, they got
bananas.
rid of a couple people there too.
That was bananas.
That was
to give
bonkers.
That was bananas.
I think that's had an effect on the Vikings too.
That's my emphasis.
But
yes,
but since Adam Thielen's getting noticed again, I mean, his stats. I mean, throughout the whole game, he's having high double. There's only one low game he did, and that was week 1. But week 2, 20.4 points. Week 3 against Seattle, 31.5 points.
keep going.
Against Minnesota, 15.2. Against Detroit, 27.7.
There you
Against
go.
Miami, 28.5. So why would you want to trade this guy?
Cap space.
Then you shouldn't got the guy. You shouldn't got him.
And-
You shouldn't got him in the first place. Then
And that equals dead money, Tony.
Well, they got rid of him. I can't think of any other reason to get rid of him.
Tony,
Yes,
switching gears again.
let's go.
Tony.
Is this not one of the best quarterbacks in the league still?
Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
Yes,
Is he an undervalued asset
Hurts,
or is he a hype
Undervalued?
machine?
he got to the Super Bowl. He is far from undervalued.
He doesn't have the parts that other quarterbacks have.
That's
Explain that, Fireman Rich.
The receivers, the other top notch. Oh no! Oh, Hurts.
Hurts.
Oh no, he is I'm thinking of the guy from Chicago. I'm sorry. No, I think he's a great quarterback. I mean, I just hope he doesn't get caught up like all these quarterbacks. He's sort of like, are they fumbling like Dak? I think maybe he's made one too many bad commercials.
He showed more initiative than Dak. I mean, because you saw at the Super Bowl, the Philadelphia score was all him.
Yeah. And I'm thinking Hurts, he's definitely performed this year. I think he's going to be one of the premier quarterbacks in the future. As far as when we start seeing a decline of Josh Allen and Mahomes and stuff like that. I mean, there's some young quarterbacks. You could say that about Zach there, the Jets, but Michael has said this before. He's shown a lot more confidence this year than he has in the years past.
Yes.
But any good quarterback, you've got to have those tools. If they don't have the tool, the receivers to go to, they have to have. What are they going to do? Throw the ball and hope to be catched? No. You see some of these catches over the last several weeks and stuff like that.
Baker Mayfield used to do it. What's the other guy? Johnny Manziel. He's just
It's an art form. It's an art form. They just don't wheel it. It's like they're out there. I mean, there's hours, hundreds and thousands of hours of practice involved in that, and that's a skill set that I think is overlooked as far as just throwing that ball the way some of them throw it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask a question? Tell me if you have a problem with this.
Go.
No, it doesn't have to do with Michael. Okay, so stop it. Everyone, knock it off.
Well played. Well
We
played.
love you, Mike. Come on, man. It's just great to have you back up here.
Hopefully y'all turned y'all Twitters off. Turn them back on, dog.
Yeah, I gotta add what's the name? So here's the one thing I was gonna say really quick. Devontae Adams was on the Rich Eisen radio show / simulcast TV show. Now this guy is a great receiver. He's north of 30 or just turned 30. And he's talking about a reunion with Aaron Rodgers and how much he misses Aaron Rodgers. And I'm like, you signed $140 million contract. What are you doing? Focus on your team. And you're talking about, oh, Aaron and I, we stay in contact, and we text all the time. And
Chad, you know what that's about, really?
What's it about?
Think about it. It's
trying to get traded.
It's money.
It's negotiations on the side there.
If anybody is close to, you, Ted Hicks, or Aaron Rodgers, they're going to get paid. Right. You're going to get paid. Like he is a movie star. Yes. Aaron Rodgers could be a movie star. He has proven absolutely nothing this year. Nothing. Except that he can get hurt. But, oh my God, he is beloved. People love him. I swear he could run for president. And people go, yep.
Adams was on for a 20-minute interview gushing about Aaron Rodgers. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you haven't played with this guy in 2 years.
But they enjoyed themselves when they were together.
Right.
No, it's money, Tony. Come on. It's endorsements.
I mean, is he possibly seeing an opportunity in the Jets?
JoJo, what's good?
Mr. B, come on up, buddy.
Hey, Mr. B. JoJo.
Listen, if Mr. B comes up, I'll go because I've got to walk the dog.
You don't have to.
Well, you can leave me in the wings until I get back if you're still here. But no, I'm telling you, anybody that hitches their wagon with right now, the Kelsey brothers or Aaron Rodgers, and I think Aaron Rodgers has more star power than the Kelsey brothers together.
Devontae is a real diva. I could believe that.
Oh, I've heard that.
He used to get the ball. That's why.
No, but here's the thing. Fireman Rich and I had an argument about this the other day, and I said receivers in general are divas. And they're drama queens.
That was no argument. I don't argue, Michael. You got to get that through your mind. I discuss things. We discussed it, okay?
Exactly.
And I think I agreed with you discussion. For the most part, okay?
He just put his hands around my neck and shook
your wedge over
and
in this
said,
box
"Listen,
over here."
little boy.
I agreed with you on that, if I recall.
Oh
We're going to have to go back to the tape.
Go back to the tape, and I'm telling you.
No, I agree with you.
It'll be in the courts for all that abuse. I know.
We brought up the fact about Buffalo, and there is a diva aspect there, and I was agreeing with you finally. I may disagree with you back,
but
there is.
The person we're talking about is moron, not you, Fireman Rich. You're awesome. But this is what happens. It becomes these huge ego trips. Huge ego trips.
Okay.
Hey,
Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, if he was still with the Chiefs, would anybody have a chance? Probably not.
No.
And do you know why they got him out? Because he tried to run the team. It's like Tony's going to boot me out because I'm trying to run this broadcast.
No. I haven't tried to. You get a kick out of that, ain't you?
Hey, Tony, remember the broadcast that we were on 2 weeks ago and Mike joined us and then he had us talking about gratitude and everything else like that? He totally took control of the broadcast and had us talking about gratitude.
Yes. Yes. Right. Takes over. Takes all types of this. All types.
Thank you for joining us here on Stir the Pot Productions. Available by all your providers. Thank you.
Jimmy G. I think Jimmy G will be fine.
What are you talking about? He had a concussion. He got his bell rung.
Golf Hawk, here's the crazy part. Team seeing the rally against that dude. There's something about him that's a good thing. So you kind of probably want him on your squad.
Oh.
I don't know how it's going to work out with the Raiders, but the way the 49ers got to the Super Bowl with him and everybody was criticizing him as a quarterback, that tells me teams rally around him. That's a plus.
Is Jimmy G playing today?
Yes.
There you go.
How? He's
Yeah,
in
cleared.
concussion protocol.
Hang on, let me find it.
Dude, they're gonna turn him into a Tua.
Yes, they are. Mike, what are you doing?
He's taking control, folks.
He's taking control.
What's going on, man?
This is
I'll wait
Mike
till-
Bastard.
It's hard being a guest, isn't it, Mike? I miss hosting. I can't.
Tony, congratulations. Restream. Our streamers may not see this, but you've reached 100 messages today with your Restream chat.
I don't see it on my side. I
Okay,
appreciate it.
so what I have here, according to Bleacher Report, Raiders Jimmy Garoppolo cleared to return back from back injury will start versus Lions.
Wow. Okay.
Good.
So he didn't get his bell rung?
It was his back.
Okay.
Yes. So
Will he be able to perform coming back from back injury compared to getting your bell ring? That's too.
and he's already 31 years old too.
Yeah. The back when you get older, that could be a factor in the game.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%.
Wow. Wow. I didn't know they did that. It's like when healthy,
What did they do?
Garoppolo hasn't exactly justified the Las Vegas decision to hand him a 3-year, $72.8 million contract.
Mm.
That was cost effective too, because they were doling out the way they were doling out money. It's crazy.
Tony, the
Yes.
picture we have here reminds me very much of our broadcast in our family with, I've always considered you kind of like Herman Monster myself. Thank you. Do you guys remember that show?
Yes.
We're gonna take that back down. We're gonna take that back down. Jeez. I'm checking my rosters now, trying to see what we got going on.
Hey,
out here.
Rich, I missed this. And I want to apologize to you.
No, don't.
No, I have to, because when you and Michael were going back and forth and you said, no, it was the discussion, we weren't arguing. And Mike said, we're going to go to the videotape. I was waiting for you to say, and just like Warner Wolf, let's go to the videotape.
Oh, it's just like golf said. I'm throwing. I got a white flag.
Yes.
Just pretend this is red. There it is.
Got it.
Challenge.
I think
No. We have good discussions. Michael is very gracious as far as bringing me up, and we have some very good morning discussions there and stuff like that. So it's just it's a real treat, just like being on this broadcast with you all.
Oh, this is amazing. I'll remember this forever. This is we've got momentum here, brothers.
Wow, look at that.
We keep
Fantastic panel, a fun panel to be with.
My back spinal, aka Mike Tyson. Wow.
Jesus.
Well, I love that. Tony, have you ever had this award before?
Yeah.
Me, no, I don't think.
Oh, that's a first.
So I think what we need to do is get 500 the next time.
I don't even see it. I don't know how you all see it. I don't even see it on my.
You
end.
read
don't
100
I'm
messages.
the Restream chat.
I'm on the chat looking. I don't see the award at all.
No, why is that?
I don't know. Normally, I'm supposed to see it. I don't know why I don't.
It's in the comments.
Not on my end.
Interesting.
It's all good. I'm glad I got it. Appreciate it. I'm glad I got it.
Yeah.
I love this, all the pairing. I love everybody that came from Twitch, even though I don't fully understand what's going on. But that's been most of my life. I just, you're
learning, Michael. You're doing.
I'm
good.
like the Big Lebowski. I just end up here. I go there. I hijack.
Where's your White
places.
Russian?
Yes.
I'm taking.
See, it shows how intelligent he is.
Oh, there he is. There he is. I ain't see you, bro. My bad. JoJo's in the house.
Joe!
Fellas, what's happening? How y'all doing?
Hey,
My
watch where you
bad,
place
bro.
that hand.
I'm checking my roster. So forgive me for that.
Yes.
All good.
Mr. B, I have a question for you. Do you ever watch broadcasts where people hit each other in the face, open-handed?
Here we go.
Power slap.
Power slap.
Here we go.
Would you ever maybe commentate on something like that? And who are some of the better slappers in this room?
Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Bathurst. Power slap
Yes.
is a ridiculous sport. I have no idea how it's made it this far. There's a couple guys in there that I kind of know, but even as I watch, I just wonder how we got to this point.
But how do these
Seriously.
people not rupture their eardrums? I'm serious, or lose teeth, or have brain damage?
Well,
Yeah.
they were mouthpieces, and then they have the earplugs.
Yeah, but
Now,
but at some point, eh, taking excessive shots like that, yeah, it's gonna cause some amount of whether it's ear damage, some brain damage, possible CTE.
Dislocated
Um,
jaw.
yeah,
what kind of money will you make if you win? That's what I'm curious. Because
you're not.
for me to lose teeth in my hearing and brain capacity, it better be a lot.
They're not making well for as far as the guys that are doing it outside of what Dana White's doing. Some of those guys have made some pretty good money, but so far these guys that are on Dana White's payroll, what they're making like 2,000 to show up, 2,000 to win,
Oh
5,000 to
no
show up, 5,000 to
way!
win.
And then if
Hmm.
it's a championship belt, it's like 10,000 or 12,000, I
It's
think,
so it's almost like street fighting.
Almost, yeah,
but
Yeah.
sanctioned.
yeah.
So listen, guys, I gotta walk my dog. If you're still here, thank you, everyone. Who's gonna run the show here? Ted, you got this. Ted.
Okay.
Tony stepped away there. So.
Oh, okay.
I think
Got
once
it.
he was so disgusted by all the slapping, he decided this is my moment. I need to leave.
Like the slap fighting. I mean, it's been around a while
Yeah.
from what I understand, because it mainly originated in Europe. So in Europe, it's big over there.
Yeah.
I hate to say this. I enjoy when the women hit each other more.
Michael,
Uh,
come on.
No, I'm serious.
I'm
I
gonna,
like
you know what
watching
it is?
it.
You know what it
I
is?
do, and they get all
Jump up and
pumped
down.
up, and they're like,
Yeah, because you see the
oh,
aggression.
you
Oh wow, he went off screen.
made Ted go Rose.
That
No,
that
I understand. I understand where Michael's
"Eh."
coming from.
I think it's
I understand where
hilarious.
he's
They
coming
get
from.
all.
Whether it's the power slap or any competition, like combat sports with ladies, they bring in an extra level of aggression that you're not quite familiar with. It's entertaining.
Sheena Bathory is Bay, hands down.
Oh, look, we got another pairing craziness here.
I mean, Sheena Bathory. I mean, like, she's gonna pretty much run the whole women's division in slap fight.
She's
The
gonna be
hung.
slap fighting Ronda Rousey.
I mean, she's dominant. She's
Nah,
awesome. The Hungarian Hurricane.
what's happening, little man? You good? All right.
We got 3 minutes before
The
the games.
All-Pro
Everybody needs to check their
passer.
rosters.
That looks freaking awesome.
3
You
minutes.
need to get that for Jason.
What's that?
Oh, $49.99.
What's that?
The All-Pro passer. It's an automatic passing machine. I got on the tablet the NFL channel.
So
And it's a self-passing. Oh, that is so freaking cool. I just had to mention it. because
Bathurst, if you got
Just
something
go
you
to-
want to put up there, let me know. I got you, Rich. 3 minutes before the game starts, everybody needs to check their rosters. I just finished checking some of mine. I'm trying to see if any new news is popping up.
Oh yeah, Ted got his Jets jersey on.
Yeah, he do.
Jets versus Giants.
It's a heavy game today. That's a very heavy. I don't think I'm picking it. If it's a 1 o'clock game, I don't have it in my area.
do you want to go by the rankings of the Belt League, of the Belt Kings
Go for it.
League?
Go for it, Brian.
So currently ranked first, big old nasty thing. He is still undefeated because he barely got by me.
Get him. Get him.
He's 7-0.
Get him.
I manage the Texas Cattle Skulls, and I am ranked second with a record of 5-2, followed by my fellow co-host, the Mayor's Council, at 5-2.
That's right.
King Cam is fourth place at 4-3.
Shout out Cam.
Glick is at 4-3.
Get him.
Captain Rehab is in the sixth spot at 3-4. The Liga Shadows is at 3-4 at the seventh spot. Chargers Nation is at the 8th spot at 2-5. The squad is at 9th place at 2-5.
Yep.
And Ace World's All Stars, aka Smoke, is unbeaten or
He ain't got to win, damn it. Just say he ain't got to win yet.
unwinnable at
Unwinnable.
0-7.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You're all mess. Those are
I'm
the rings.
still, you know what?
Potentially, he can have the perfect season.
I'm still
Yeah,
pissed off
yeah.
about that. I am still pissed off about it. He barely got by me. He had Deshaun Watson, and I had the Detroit defense, and Detroit just pretty much forgot how to play defense. Deshaun Watson was out, so it's like, okay, so now it was the supporting cast that he barely got by me. I am so pissed off about it, and now I'm going against him head to head in the nonsensical nonsense pot fantasy football league, and
Ellen!
he's 7-0 here, but on the nonsensical nonsense, he is 1-6.
Who
I
is?
mean, big
Smoke?
old nasty thing and Glick's deal. He is 1-6, and I am 3-4.
What's my rankings in nonsense?
4-3.
Thank you very much. It's a tight league for the most part. It's a tight league. I got you, mate. What you got here?
But it doesn't make sense. He is 1-6 in one league, but yet he's undefeated in our league.
It happens. It depends on how you draft and when you draft and who you get left with. It happens.
Hey guys, quick question. Who
Go.
y'all got for the Bengals 49ers game?
49ers.
I got the Bengals.
Bengals.
Is Joe Burrow?
Upset.
Is Joe Burrow is starting?
I believe
Yes,
so.
yes. We talked about that earlier.
Bengals.
Do you see
Bengals
on
all
this
day.
list here? Oh, every game is low scoring.
Yeah.
Except for the Patriots.
Are they going to score in the first place?
No, but even for the Dolphins, that's low. 30 points is low.
30
Against
points is about a standard for them. It should be.
Ted, you got San Francisco. Do you want me to change that?
Nope.
Okay, you're gonna stay with San
I'm gonna
Francisco.
stay with San Francisco, but
Okay.
I was unsure of Burrow.
Oh, okay.
I'm sticking with the
Gotcha.
Bengals.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bengals on that one, man. I'm hoping my Steelers could beat the Jaguars today.
I think Falk agrees with you on that. He said
AFC. I'm supporting all of the AFC South today.
Jags,
Titans, Colts, and Texans. We're all doing it this year.
Rams or Cowboys. Rams or Cowboys.
I took Cowboys.
Cowboys.
See, I think the Cowboys are going to lose. I think the Cowboys are going to lose.
I'm taking the Rams. I don't know. I got a feeling.
JoJo's got a feeling.
I got a feeling.
Bishop.
That could be an upset.
He's got a feeling. You got to roll with it. Rich.
Wait. JoJo, yes. I thought you were a Patriots fan.
Rich, you've got.
I'm not a Patriot. What?
He's a Boston Red Sox fan.
I'm a Red Sox fan.
And a Bruins fan.
And then shouldn't you? That's automatic. You go with Patriots.
Nah, you don't go. Oh no. I'm not down the line.
Yeah, he's not down the line. Rich, you showed the overall numbers.
Oh, the overall. Yeah, hang on. Let me present that again.
And Mike, anything else you want to bring up, let me know too. Let me get Rich's numbers up, then I know you want to cover something. Go for it.
Where did I put those? Hang on.
So far,
bring it up.
So far, like pick wise, who's winning in the picks?
This is week 7. You can see Tim Fan 40. He along with, I don't know how because I was losing my ass on the first half. Brian, you moved up. This is just for last week. Michael, we got his picks for week 7 above 500. CBS 5. Ted and Tony. Well, you see where they're at. Overall now, we don't include Michael because I don't have the stats for like the first couple games and stuff like that. But you can see I'm still at the top for some reason. I'm expecting myself to take a nosedive here because you guys are the pros, not me.
Ted,
And,
didn't I give you the week 6 picks to send to Rich?
I didn't receive them, so just send them. I can update it, Brian. That's no problem. I'm more concerned
people
about
will talk
getting
to your
consistent.
people. Don't you worry.
Yeah,
I believe you did.
I thought I sent it. I did send it.
And I thought Tony was going to send them.
I thought I did send them.
yeah. I almost got mixed up that the ones I had for last week, they were actually a makeup, and then I'm looking. Wait a minute, Ted already picked it.
I wrote it down. And I tossed it.
Yeah. Just redo it, Brian. It's all good.
Hey, Mike.
I remember who I picked.
Yes.
You saw how
just pick all the winners,
nice
okay?
pivot.
Then you can move up.
What's that?
I said that was a nice pivot.
Make it happen. I pick all the winners.
Said, hey, Ted, didn't I send you the picks? And I said, yeah, you did send them to Tony.
Yeah, and then Tony sent me that piece of paper, a snapshot DM. It's all good. We're having fun with it.
You can put me down in week 6. So all the ones who won.
Leggy lady, thank you.
Okay, that'll move you up a couple notches.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now
So what the game that's going on today? Which one for you guys is the one that you're most gravitating to, that you're most excited about?
Jets Giants. Jets
Battle of New Jersey, man. Come on.
Exactly.
Jets Giants off the rip.
And then after that, what's the next game?
Let me see what I got. Let me see the ones I want to pick.
Actually, game just started. Jets got the ball, and it's first and second down. Oh, okay. They just started the game.
Cincinnati and San Francisco for me.
Yes, good choice. Who'd you pick, Ted?
Well, on the books, I picked San Fran, but I'm rooting for the Bengals.
I got Rams, Cowboys, and Atlanta, Tennessee in my area right now.
Mm-hmm.
The 4:00 game is looks like it's going to be Cincinnati 49ers for me.
Yeah.
Then tonight,
Who's the big game for tonight?
I'm looking now.
8 o'clock is Chicago and LA.
Chicago, LA. Yeah, I'm gonna have that.
Ooh.
Now, if y'all want to do a post game show, I don't have to get up early tomorrow because I got to go out of town for a conference.
Oh, okay.
right.
Good to know. I'll be hanging.
I can be up tonight if y'all want to do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do it.
We should be.
So that means that it'll be a non-drinking day today, then.
Oh, I'm drinking. You good?
No, okay.
Oh, I'm drinking
Non-drinking.
too.
Because you want the
I found
clarity. You
myself
want the
with a
clarity of
beer.
mind, right? To be able
keep
to.
clarity in mind. I don't get drunk.
It's
I will drink,
football.
but I don't get drunk. I may get tipsy, but I ain't gonna be drunk. Just so you know. I still got half a bottle in there to finish tonight.
You know what that reminds me of? I don't drink
You know
anymore.
what,
I don't
Tony?
drink
If you're
any
on
less.
tonight, I can finish. I've got like 2 shots of Crown Royal Peach there. I can go on tonight.
I need you to stand by for this evening's
That's my retirement bottle. I can finish my retirement bottle here.
Go Kings Fantasy Football League, the Crown Royal Peach Edition tonight.
Crown Royal
Okay.
Peach. Oh man.
Crown Royal Peach Edition tonight. We can do it. I want to see if Smoke's going to do his show first.
Are you talking about during Sunday Night Football, or you're talking
See if
about?
Smoke's going to do his show first, then we'll go after that. How about that? Because you told Smoke to do a show today, so we got to be there for that.
Yeah.
Who told him to do it?
You did.
See,
What was the topic? You
I'm
threw out
excited
him-
about
you
the
threw a topic
Browns
at him too.
today. The
You
Browns and
told him to do a
Seahawks.
show, Ted. You told him to do one tonight. You forgot already.
I did. He
Joe,
always does a show at 7. I
He
mean,
normally does one 7:30, but you told
Yeah.
him to cover a specific topic tonight.
oh, okay.
Ted said, I did?
Yeah, you did.
So, Ted, what show are you doing that you're not aware of?
I'm not doing it. Smoke is doing it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's doing his show.
Yeah.
And
What time is that?
Oh yeah. You're right.
I'm convinced people don't listen. They just talk. How you forget?
You're right. No, you're
Yeah,
right.
and he blatantly said it too. Like, yeah, I'm gonna need you to talk about this. And he
Yes,
said, I
yes.
got
There were a
you.
couple of dicey topics that I was like, Smoke, please.
Smoke likes to go 2-3 hours, so I'm gonna ask him to keep it down to an hour and a half, and then we can jump on afterwards.
So, Tony, can
I
we
got
do
you.
gratitude before I go?
Oh, for God's sakes, go for it, Mike.
Gratitude,
y'all.
baby.
I am grateful for all the individuals that were in the comments today who contributed to Tony getting his award of receiving 100 messages with the Restream chat. I'm always grateful to have Ted Hicks here with his ultimate wisdom. And the two slap masters we've got right here, Mr. B and formerly known as Brian from Texas are here. Fireman Rich, my co-host most
You
days.
notice how he throws me last, and I get no respect from him.
Well, you know what? You're like family. We save the best for last. There you go.
There we go.
And Tony D, how would we ever survive without, your synergies, your community, all the things that you do for us? I really mean that.
Yep.
Like you're the glue. You keep us together. This would not be testing.
Testing.
I don't know what that means. Was that like one of these?
I got this from all of y'all. You all got me spoiled and wanting to do this more than anything. This is why I want y'all up here when I broadcast in the first place. I do not do this by myself. I got this crap from Mike. Ted got me co-hosting, so I got hooked it on doing shows. Brian be right there when I have conversations. JoJo be doing this thing. We always backing each other up. Fireman Rich has been there, even though we barely were speaking. We were supporting each other. What the hell y'all expect? If people support you and they enthuse you, you keep it going, damn it. That's all it is, too. So I appreciate all of y'all for being here. Everybody who's been in the chat, people that's been coming in, swinging through, checking it out, requesting, follow me from other broadcasts, all of that. This is nothing but me returning gratitude. I don't do this just for me anymore. I used to try to learn. I used to try to want it. Now I'm just sitting here trying to show everybody that you all helped me to get here, and I want you here with me. I got to keep telling people that. I've been saying it for a year and a half, almost 2 years now. I want y'all up here with me. It ain't about just me. I may try to cover a topic. I may try to just do something here, but when I'm on your show, I want you down on my show too, damn it. We're doing this together. We are each other's numbers, and we can bring our audiences with us so we can all show them that everybody can get along from all over the damn world. Get over yourselves. Let's do this. I'm putting it out there. Come and see me.
Helen, it must be on your side because I'm showing YouTube.
My YouTube went down?
Got YouTube. Yeah, my YouTube is still flying, no problem.
Maybe just in Europe.
Now, I do know that Rich and Mike.
Who's going next?
Actually, hold on. When we started, your Twitters were on, and then they stopped on my end. So y'all check y'all's Twitters.
Okay. I'll do that. So who's doing gratitude next?
Family, friends, and opportunity, as always. Appreciate you. Who's next? Yeah, my YouTube's still going. Ted's YouTube is going.
I think we should get Mr. B before he falls asleep. Mr. B, what are you grateful for?
I'm not sleepy, man. I'm good. I'm truly grateful, actually, for, if I gotta say it, yeah, I'll say it, for meeting you guys. Me and you guys. Well, I know Brian through the Periscope, but the majority of you guys, I met you guys through Haps, and grateful for this unity, man. This togetherness, even after the app is gone.
Right.
Continuing the motion, man, for real. Getting myself more into it and trying to do my own thing as well. Managing to connect, share some laughs, get on each other's nerves. Yeah, just keep things in motion, man. Hopefully, continue this, and yeah, everybody can continue their thing and continue to ride on, man. And that's it pretty much.
So right now, we are currently still on Twitter, which is great. So that is rolling. I think Tony asked me that. And I love that heartfelt comment there before you had that nap. That was good. Thank you. Who's next?
Grateful for gratitude that how we all managed to still stay connected, even though with all the ups and downs of the previous platforms that we were on, but at least we're still finding ways to stay connected. I am also in gratitude because I am anticipating Ted's grilling skills on the blacktop, as he says he bought ribeyes.
Yeah, ready to start as looking.
Yeah. That sounds good, bud. That sounds good. Have you recovered, Ted, from your vacation? Are you okay?
Yes. Oh
Okay.
no, I'm
Like
I'm
if I'm feeling down, I just watch your video, and then I'm back. I'm normal again. I feel like I'm slightly high without doing anything. It's
that's
wonderful.
great. That's
Thank you.
great.
Thank you.
No, it's like I said, it's a great thing to be able to a year or 2 years after most of us meeting on the platform, to continue to have this, whether we're all together or whether we're just supporting each other. I mean, it's for me. I look forward to, when I get up in the morning, and if it's a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, I turn on Fireman Rich in the morning because I'm like, oh, okay, because I know what to expect.
And what is that?
Well, for me, it's
Mm-hmm.
a good, clean, professional broadcast with people coming in globally to his show, to watch his show, to comment on his show, and the fact that he does it the right way, where the people in the chat are actually a part of the show. Everyone always talks about that, but very few people do it the right way. He does it the right way.
Thank you, Jay. That means a lot.
Yeah, and just for the rest of us to be able to get up here, whether regardless of the night or day or whatever it is, to just support each other means a lot to me. And the fact that it's a lot of people, and I get it. I know there were different factions, and people went here and people went there, and I
Even Wyoming.
and Wyoming, and the fact that we can sit here, we can have a broadcast and support each other, and just knowing that, hey, we can look forward to wherever this journey takes us.
Yeah.
We don't know, and it's like to a point where we don't, for the most part, don't watch numbers and don't watch this. It's just like I'm jumping on regardless whether you got one person in the queue or not. And I know that's how most of you guys are.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I do appreciate, and I hate to say this, but I appreciate the brotherhood,
Always.
and because we do have this sisterhood out here, because we have other people, Helen is always supportive of
Yes.
each of us up here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, like I said, near and far, where even if I don't stay for a broadcast, I'll try to retweet it. I'll try to do something. And I think it's the little things like that matter for all of us.
Well, and it's like we had Frazier today.
Right.
And we had Randy, and we had a whole bunch of people we don't know.
Right.
Which is great, which means that it's growing and expanding,
Yep.
and we appreciate
We're getting back out. We're on.
Fireman Rich, we're saving the best for last.
Here we go again.
Here we go.
I am very grateful for everybody that's in this panel because I've known you for a long time. I consider you guys, your commentary and your broadcasts very dear to my heart. I'm fully supportive of all you guys. And this is a real treat coming up. This is a great broadcast because we have a great panel here, some great cross feeds and stuff like that. I'm thankful that right now the Giants are beating the Jets 3-0 in a kick. We talk about kickers. Dallas Cowboys winning right now against Los Angeles. But we're talking about kickers, and I'm seeing threes. Jags are up over the Pittsburgh on a kick, Atlanta over, and the Giants. So we're talking about the kick. But anyway, this is a great opportunity. I look forward to this broadcast here. And with all you here and the people in the chat and stuff, the interaction we have, this is what it's all about.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I really, really mean that to the bottom of my heart. So I'm very grateful for the misses, number one and foremost. I'm grateful for all you guys for sharing here during this broadcast. And I look forward to more and more of this. And this is fantastic. Thank you.
Okay, we gonna wrap this up, Tony?
I'm waiting on y'all.
I'm waiting on you, brother.
No, you always got another question. Keep going.
No. I'm good. I gotta go. I gotta walk my dog. So
You said that 30 minutes ago. That dog done pissed
I
me
know.
off.
I'm
walk
trying to be
my dog.
respectful. I don't want to leave until you finish.
You said you was going to go when JoJo came. You going to come back.
I say a lot of things.
Yes, you do. I'm good. The games have started. Gentlemen, all jokes aside, I appreciate all of you being here. Everybody who's been in the chat, I thank every last one of y'all for coming through. It's going to be Helen. Golf Hawk, you've been riding the whole broadcast. Appreciate it. Frazier was here. Gimley or Jimley, forgive me for saying it wrong. Sadie, who else we got up in there? Ted was in there. He popped up. Rehab was in the house. This crazy ass. Gliss 700.
Right.
Randy, appreciate you coming
man.
through with the raid. I'm Puff Puff, Sharon C54, Swing Trade, Twitch, Driveway Cam. Who else we had?
Smoke.
Smoke was in the house, definitely. You know, I ain't gonna
Yes.
forget Smoke. I know you said the link didn't work. I did try to send it to your Twitter too. What I'll try to do is send it to everybody's independent ones.
Smoke,
But
don't feel bad. If he doesn't want you in the broadcast, he sends you a
that ain't
bogus
what happened.
link.
That ain't what happened. Stop bullshit.
Okay.
Everybody who's in the league, I always put the link in the league chat so all league members can be there. And then special guests from outside, I do try to send it out there. Even though a bunch of y'all got to be sending it everywhere else because you don't have it here, you don't have it there, and then it's my fault. I'm not going to do that. Who else am I forgetting? We had Dylan Fink. Appreciate him coming through with his questions. I don't want to forget anybody.
How
Jake
about
Ferguson
Pepno
with the
Bismol?
touchdown.
How about Pepno Bismol is one of our
Pepto
sponsors.
Bismol has helped me through a whole lot.
Yes.
I would love for them
Yeah.
to sponsor me because they'd be great. I love for Crown Royal to sponsor me. I would love for Wendy's to sponsor me. Burger King, McDonald's, Applebee's, Chili's, Wild Wing Cafe, Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Kentucky Fried Chicken,
Zaxby's.
Zaxby's. Who
But
else?
not
McDonald's.
Cheesecake
McDonald's for
Factory.
you,
Oh,
brother.
I
Imagine you
will
have
not
McDonald's.
Cheesecake Factory. I'll stand up for Cheesecake Factory.
not Cheesecake Factory.
I stand
Cheesecake
with
Factory, yes, sir.
I stand with
Y'all
cheese.
that list is on some
Cheesecake
bullshit.
Listen,
Factory. Don't
I-
no
start
order
raising.
once there's
I wish
talking
your
about
mother would
food.
tell me
Oh
she
my
too
God,
good
help
for
us all.
Cheesecake Factory. I don't need your ass. You can take your ass on. I ain't got time for that. If you too good for Cheesecake Factory and you want Ruth Chris all the time, you better be worth it. Because some of y'all want the finer things in life and you ain't one of them. I'm on your asses. You don't want to hear me tonight.
And
If
the
I
state of
told you-
Wyoming.
We'll get another bar. And the state of Wyoming. You know what? You better be glad I ain't asked what race you was like Carmen did.
You know what I'm most happy about? We kept this to an hour.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
Which means I can't repost it. Appreciate that, Mike. Thank you. But I am on. This is currently on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. People were coming. I had somebody pop in on my LinkedIn. Tell me what's up, and he was watching the broadcast. Mike, I do thank you for letting me know other people's watching on your Twitter, and they were commenting, and they appreciated it. So I do thank you for that. Everybody up in here, all of y'all, thank you, thank you, thank you. This has been monumental. This has been excellent. You might want to watch the replay on this. This was pretty good. All jokes aside, this really was pretty good.
This is what we envisioned for Belt Kings.
Yes, it is.
This is what we envisioned.
This is one aspect of what we all y'all, double positive, double contraction.
All
Y'all. Yeah. We got slang over here. Yeah. We got slang over here.
Y'all come back now.
I'm gonna try to be back for the 4:00 game. Actually, I'm trying to get done before the 4:00 game starts. So thank you all again. We'll probably see you all tonight. Like I said, we're gonna see everybody's feeling later on today. Gentlemen, take care of yourselves, everybody. Rosters, I hope y'all are good. And we'll catch y'all later on. All right.